mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Check's big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate, we ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, man, we coming for them things that they said I couldn't have. Get the team. I got a vision for the things you ain't believe. And here's the motto: hard work that's over everything. It's that comeback. I'm calling plays, hit the pass, then the run back. Yeah, I'm far ahead and gotta run last. But we ain't letting up, we never done that. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way. Yeah, I'm on the way. On the way. Yeah, on the way. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Never fall back. We will stay right where we at. We never fall back. Yeah. We never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We never fall back. We never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We never fall back. Come up with a game plan. Double XL up in the pen, you can't shake that. All the way gassed up, full tank, man. Moving too quick, keep the cameras in the playback. Dang. So tell me how you feel with it. You put a lid on it, I ain't got no chill with it. This right here your problem, you gon' have to deal with it. Lay it on the line, high risk, that's the meal ticket. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. Never fall back. No lies on facts. We gon' stay right where we at. We ain't never fall back. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. We ain't never fall back. And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. Been way down, never falter. Came with the hands out, get them off us. I'm 24/7 in the office. Pay attention cause I ain't repeating offers. Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah, we ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at. We ain't never fall back. Hold our ground where we at.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to a brand new TFTG production. I am your host, Ali the Persian, and this is Club Exhale.
Away my pride. I don't care who's wrong or right. Oh, somehow you got me so magnetized, and I love it. You bring all my dark to light. Like I used to be jaded, testing my patience. Some people who walked in and out of my life, but you is so different. This time I'm all in it. Thoughts of the future of you crystallized. Now you're breaking down my walls.
Everybody
I've
hit the like
never
button.
found
Please
love
do.
with no equal.
Like
You're
button.
stitching up my
Let's get
scars.
loud. We're gonna get louder.
Forever's just
This is late night Exhale, Club Exhale, the best of 2023. The Hangout session. We got El Capitan up in here. What is going on, El Cap?
Turn it back up, Ali. Turn it back up.
Turn it back up.
Let's go, bro.
love with no ego.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go.
That is
Let's
right.
fucking
Let's
go.
go. Let's go. Good news, good times.
I love late Club Night XL, bro. It takes me back, bro. It takes me back. Back to where y'all don't want to know Capitan. Capitan might be pulling game on your girl real quick. Watch out.
Yeah, watch out, watch out. Let's make sure we don't forget Color up in here. What's up, Color? Welcome to the show.
What up, Color?
Who's making all that racket?
Don't be hating. Don't be hating.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. Listen, I even
Like
brought
we're
out
all
the Jack
ready to
Daniels, boys. I brought out drinks because I figured, you know, if people want to buy some shots, they can. We have it available on Cash App and Venmo because it's the only places we can go to anymore. They hate us because they ain't us. But that's all right.
Hate us, huh?
It's all right because, listen,
Love with no ego.
yeah, fuck the Lions and Cowboys. They don't mean shit to us, boy. Fuck all them. We ain't seeing any of these fools till the Super Bowl, if any of them.
That is right. That is definitely
What up,
right.
Scott? Welcome to the club, Scott. Hey, Scott, Raph, John, Flavor J,
Mr. Park,
Mr. Polk up in this mud,
OG
Joe,
Barry's in the
Daniel.
72 undefeated.
Yeah, the OG Burra. Yeah. Hit the like button, everybody.
And back to my previous place, I had them, trust me. Oh, let's see. What else we got? Everybody, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Donate to the channel. We offer Cash App or Venmo. We'd really appreciate it. Help out the channel around here. We're going to be talking
keep the lights on.
now. No, I kind of want to talk about this, LCAP, the best of 2020.
Yeah, you know what? We're seeing this. They're seeing this year gone. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, we're
man.
rolling into 2024.
It
We
went
finna
by
come
like
up in
a
this
flash.
bitch.
It went by like a
It went by
flash.
quick.
Real
Seemed like
quick.
as soon as we hit football season, it was freaking Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, now New Year's. Now it's finna be gone. Then it'll be the Super Bowl, and then we'll be in the off season crying again, missing football.
Yeah.
But you know
We,
how we get down over here, dog. We get down
Yeah,
over
definitely.
here.
I mean,
We
we
keep
saw
it.
a lot of shows manifest itself in 2023. We had the drive time, the smoke lounges with Lewis and Shake Money. Shake Money hold it down for me on the weekends back when me and Color took a break this summer. What else did we have? We had all of the
Season
panel.
Season 2 of TMI came out, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Season 2 of TMI came
We
out.
got Tonk in the ring. Tonk wants to do some basketball stuff this year, dude, so we might be getting down with some of that. That'll be good.
True. Let's not forget, we launched EFTGnetwork.com. So that was huge, and that's still growing, and that's still something that we're doing stuff with.
Gear,
what
all
else?
types of cool gear.
Yeah, what else did 2023 bring? 2023 brought our Patreon. So if you haven't not a Patreon member, go ahead and join Patreon. Please do. There is some exclusive content on there. Yeah, there is. Our merch store is ridiculously awesome compared to other merch stores I've seen. Definitely check out our merch store. There's something for every single part of the family. No joke. So definitely check that out. What else is awesome for 2023? Color, what do you got? You're the quiet one in the room.
We got 11 wins, bro.
Yeah, 11 wins. That's awesome, right?
2023. Gonna remember that one for a while.
2023, the number one scoring offense in all of the NFL. There,
and more to come. I mean, why stop at 11?
Oh yeah,
we got 2 games left.
Finna get 13. Finna get 13. Listen, right now, I had picked the Dolphins to have 11 wins, but that 11th win comes against the Bills' final game of the year to win the AFC East. I'm never gonna be right on that prediction, but I could be right on the prediction that last win will come down to us not only winning the East. Well, we could win the East this week, but it could come down to us winning and being number one in the AFC. That is killer, bro. What?
That's true.
I mean, we couldn't ask as Dolphin fans in the second year of the Mike McDaniel era to have more important games this time of the year, man. It's great, dude. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, some of the best of 2023. If you go all the way back to when the schedule got announced, I said we had potential of going 14-3, and I still feel we could have. Now, unfortunately, it didn't pan out for various different reasons, but I still think we have the potential that we could have, and if we executed, we could have definitely been 14-3. You know what I mean? Now we have a 13-4 possible. You know, so. I will still think it's a wonderful season. People thought we wouldn't even get 8 wins. You know what I'm saying? Look at El Cap. El Cap's
sorry, bro. I'm just ready to get turned. Yeah. Fucking right. Hit the like button, bitches. What up, Q? Bill's fake crowd noise 72. Donald, I see you in there. Take a little trip with me. Shake money, sliding in. What's up, everybody? Hit the like button.
Come on down. We're going to get down here and all in the club. Pretty soon you can sell those ladies' night till 11 p.m. Ladies' night till 11 p.m. And after that, you guys got to buy the bitches drink yourself.
And they're 2-for-1 lap dances from Color. 2-for-1. 2-for-1.
Color commentary. 2-for-1. Got to be shaking that bony ass all over your shit. Gonna grind himself into a fire. Gonna be fucking fire on you by the time Color's done with your ass, boy. It's like rubbing 2 sticks together.
No, don't you dare insult Tua, because Color is actually now Tua's bodyguard.
Oh yeah, that's another milestone for 2023. Color bought a Tua shirt.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
Color is Tua's not bodyguard, but his secret service, bro. So,
I'm his
lawyer your ass
I'm
up
his
so bad you don't even know what spanked you in the ass.
I'm his ex.
Think you might know.
Yeah. So is it safe to say you became a believer now?
No.
Okay.
Listen.
Well, that's
Still
true, because you don't believe in anything. So why would you believe in something? Yeah, I
not
get it.
convinced.
We are on the path of belief. Path of belief. The real.
I believe that
That's
he has
what we are.
the capability of everything. If I believe in something, it's the things he's already
Color.
shown us.
Sorry, Color.
I was just saying, if I believe in anything, it's that I believe in the stuff he's shown us.
I believe in it.
You want to call that belief? Then there we go.
Here, I'll tell you what I believe in. I believe in the Miami Dolphins. Can't go wrong with that. So Bill's crowd noise is here for casual Ali takes. Casual takes. Okay.
Casual. Well, casually get to the Venmo and Cash App and buy us a shot then, homie, if we casually doing some shit. Because I am dying of thirst. I've already, you know what? I ain't even going to wait.
You know what's crazy?
Y'all are in the hole.
As casual as my takes are, more than half my takes actually came true this year. Which is
Oh, no,
funny.
Ali. Between what people called casual takes by Ali and Tonk, those two motherfuckers done predicted everything in the NFL. That ain't no bullshit.
And, you know, this year has also been the year of saying way more many things than I remember saying, but there you go. You know, no shortage of words being put in Color's mouth this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, Color's always talking, even when he's not around.
Like, I don't remember saying anything like that. That seems like, considering he's quoting me, like, I would probably remember saying it if you're able to quote me.
How did Take a Little Trip With Me? How'd you do that with your fucking A and E like connected in your name like that? It's tripping
he probably
me
went
out.
to the. He probably went to the font. You know, you got a. What's it called? The.
Is it Take a Lita? Take a Lita Trip With
Take
Me?
a little.
Take a Lita? I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, well, it'd be like take a little trip with me.
Take a little trip with me.
Yeah, might be it. You know, it's kind of funny you brought up Tonk.
You were, hey, if you were there,
oh, word.
Bill's Baker, then you should be able to clip that and show us all. And you know what? If I said it, I said it. So what? Why are you trying to drag down the mood?
What did you say, Color? Who said what you said?
I guess I said that he don't look like a quarterback out there. I don't know. I don't remember saying that, but whatever.
No fake crowd noise get under your skin.
Well, really, hold on, Color. The only thing he quoted you is look. I bet Color said the word look at least once.
Yeah, like 500 times just yesterday. But it's not. I'm not letting him get to me. I just don't understand why he has to come into a place and drag down a mood. Like, seriously.
Yeah, let's not let it drag on the mood. But
like, how do you go? How does this guy go clubbing, bro? Like,
see, Color, you're letting someone kill the vibe right now, Color. We're at the club, dude. You gotta brush off that shit right now. You ain't picking up no chicks being tight ass like that, Color. We gotta just move on.
Words in.
Fuck all that bullshit.
The only tight ass I want to see are the asses shaking at the club right now. I don't want to see no other tight asses.
Yeah,
right now.
I ain't worried about none of that shit.
I mean, bro, know the fucking room, bro. Read the room, bro. Oh, fuck. Seriously.
Oh, my God.
Fuck,
all right.
dude.
So anyway,
Damn
before we get to Shake Money and What's Up, Shake, we'll get to you here momentarily. I do appreciate Color bringing up Tonk because Tonk and I, actually, if you guys remember, I did a whole Broken Takes episode about the whole field or turf gate, right? I mentioned that the turf was going to become an issue at some point, that the turf was going to cause injuries and players were going to complain about it. I even showed proof of that. And then what happened is later on, it started coming out in the media. Oh my God, there's this whole epidemic about the
constantly
turf
stealing our takes, bro. Constantly stealing our takes. Beer muscles.
I saw Tonk bring it up again on TMI Tuesday. So I was, I mentioned that would become an issue, and here we are, right? And what did you guys see happen to what's his name? The guy from the Browns, Elijah Moore, bro, slammed his head straight right into the ground, face first. Right, and his hands were flopping around. And shout out to him. I hope he's okay, bro. That was some real shit.
It was pretty gnarly.
I'm not trying to make fun of him or anything, so don't try to do that stuff.
The live network caught the ataxia, bro. It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
They didn't show it on the replay, but
they play on in Cleveland. I don't know if it's the half and half or if it's all grass. I don't know. But that was some serious shit.
Well, his face got planted right into the ground, dude. I mean, I don't know.
Bro, you guys ain't picking up no chicks with this bullshit right now. Ali, 100%. Don't want to rain on your parade. You totally are 100%. Tonk even had to give you your flowers on the fucking turf issue. But boys, this is the club. We can't be talking about turf. Girls don't find that interesting. Shake, stop being a wallflower and let me know. What's the move, dog? What's the move?
I'm drinking some Mai Tais. That's what I'm fucking doing.
Mai Tai?
Lou, get up here, Lou.
Yeah, Lewis, get up here.
Help me out, Lou.
Hey, by the way,
I'm trying to help these motherfuckers. What's up?
Real quick, I got a new PlayStation controller, El Capitan style, baby.
Fucking right. Purple. Royal purple. It's all right. That's right.
And does it have that extra vibration?
Fucking right, it does.
Can't figure out why you got the Bills jersey on. What's going on there, man?
Oh, snap.
Huh? Nah, this ain't Bills.
All I need to know is where the Molly guy at. I'm fucking up. This channel ain't never gonna ever get remonetized.
It's not that ugly green or in orange.
This channel's never gonna.
It does look like a Bills jersey if you glance at it, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, we're gonna make
No way, Jamie. I gotta dance with the ugly chick to bite the bullet for the boys. No,
Like, I'm never buying a home jersey again.
I'll pull wingman for the boys. I just can't. Like I will, but I can't at the same time. Like I'll have that fish reeled in and on the dock, and then I put it back in the water. You feel me? Fuck all that.
Shit. With enough Mai Tais, ugly bitch look good.
Listen, bro, I'm drinking enough to kill a small army, and it still didn't go according to what she wanted to have. Me, on the other hand, damn, Ali's going to the dance floor right now. Look at Ali go to the dance floor. Bust a move, Ali. Bust a move, Ali. Bust a move, Ali.
Perfect.
That shit was fucking tight. Ali, when you walk back to the dance floor, that shit looks fucking good.
Yeah.
If Ali would have busted and started doing some fucking breakdancing, I would have fucking died, bro. That bitch would have fucking started breakdancing.
Sorry, I was asking the question.
Shout out to my man Q.
Are you FTG's, oh God, what do they call it?
No, I'm not the designated driver. Yeah, go ahead, continue.
FTG's Duff.
Duff man? The Duff man?
Yeah, like, are you the ugly friend or whatever?
Oh, fuck no. I ain't never been the ugly nothing my whole life.
I'm messing around. What's up?
Damn, Ali, I want you to go back in that dance club and fucking just. I wish Ali was. I need Ali. We need those glow stick fucking fingertips. Oh fuck yeah! Here we go. That shit is fucking awesome. Fuck yeah, Ali. Ali, legendary. That shit was fucking
I'll do anything
awesome,
for laughs. It's
that
fun.
shit
It's
was
fun
fucking awesome, Ali. Oh man. Wait until there's actual monetization, right? And then one day we have the company retreat. That'll be fucked up, boy. That'll be fucked up.
That'd be messed up. So man, what's going on, man? This is our hangout session. We're just hanging out. Everybody excited for the game tomorrow? I'm excited, bro. I got us winning this game.
So here's something I know, that if the Dolphins do win this game, it doesn't take anything away from the importance on the game against the Bills. Now, look, just follow me here. Maybe you might want to turn the music down just a little bit, because I might talk sensible here. And this is something at the 24-minute mark of the show that'll probably be the only profound statement you'll get from me. But I'm going to tell you why the Dolphins get a victory here and why they don't have the NFL evil hand of doom come in to prevent the Dolphins, because a victory for the Dolphins, right, also helps in this capacity that, man, we got 2 colors on here. We got to go down a color.
It's color and color.
Yeah. I hope I took the right color off.
Anyhow, I think you did.
Okay. The importance of the game against Buffalo.
You got the right color off?
Oh, see, Shake goes too far all the time. It's too far, Shake. It's too far.
That's what I heard.
The Dolphins beat the Ravens. The Ravens then go into the last game of the year not having the AFC sewn up, right? Their game against the Steelers becomes super important, that they need to win and hope the Dolphins lose to become number 1. Steelers got to play. They're going to be playing for all their hopes, hopefully, the last game of the year. And then also, even though the Bills can't get the AFC East, they could still knock the Dolphins out of the number 1 seed and get better seeding in the playoffs. It gives more games to have more importance at the final game of the year, rather than if the Ravens win and they sew up the AFC East. It's why I believe we'll have a fairly called game in Baltimore. Lewis, what's happening? Welcome to the club.
What's good, fellas? What's good? What's good?
Lewis, you gonna start breakdancing? You gonna start breakdancing, Lewis? Are you gonna drop back?
Hey man, once I get back inside, it's too fucking cold to start dancing out here. It's cold as hell out here.
The only way to stay warm, dog.
I'm glad you're here now, Lewis. The more the merrier, because I got a little bit of a reveal to do. Y'all
shit.
saw. So this is obviously another event that happened this New Year. So in my entire life, I've only ever bought one Dolphin jersey, and that was number 42, Charles Clay. And that's all I've ever owned. It's an aqua jersey, and so Mom went ahead. Santa Mom Claus, picked me up that nice Mitchell Ness replica jersey of Dan Marino that I showed y'all Christmas Eve.
Dan the man. Yep.
Right. Well, she just dropped off the second gift that didn't make it here by Christmas.
What is it, color?
Y'all ready for this?
Do we got to put color on solo layout? Let's see. What is it? Oh, is that the Von A-Chan?
That is a home white too.
Wow.
Ooh. And color's birthday right smack in the middle, 28.
Wow. Look at that color. I think you need to do some breakdancing now. Put that on and do some breakdancing, color.
Color actually dances at the games. I've seen him a few times.
Oh yeah, I mean, bro, Ali, you get a full stadium at Hard Rock, and that's what you get. You get color dancing.
That's it.
And now you know what it takes, bro. You get an atmosphere like it was the other day with Dallas, and you're gonna get some color dancing.
Bro, if I could play Nelly legally here, he'd be dancing all up a storm. It's crazy.
I'm with Lou, dog. We in the club. I'm joining Lou for a bogue, dog, right now. Fuck this dumb shit.
You already know.
Lou.
Yeah.
Fuck this dumb shit.
Except
color,
it's getting cold in here, Ali, not hot.
What's the weather in your neck of the woods, man?
It's cold here.
Yeah, it's cold over here too. Where I'm at.
Cold as fuck. It's like 40-something degrees out where I'm at, dog.
Yeah,
Fuck all that noise.
Woo, down to 54 and dropping.
Yeah, it's 49 where I'm at.
I noticed fucking Ali put on the Spanish pop music once Lou and Shay got up in this bitch.
That's only 55 over here. It's not that bad.
Oh man, fuck it. Is that a space heater color?
That's a personal space heater. That is
I got one too, dog.
6-inch by 4-inch. It's called My Heat, and it came with me back home from Missouri when I moved back here.
Funny enough, I got one in here too, dog. It keeps me nice and warm. It's about the size. It's about the size of my fist. So.
Yep, that's about what mine's like too. I just set it down close to my feet, man, and it's good. Especially if you open up your pant leg, so it runs the heat right up your pant leg. Pause.
Yeah, I know you like that heater on your balls, probably.
Not gonna lie, Ollie. I do like a warm set of balls in the winter, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sure Michael K will oblige.
Oh man. Hey, did anybody get a funny fake gift this year? Like something funny or weird?
Nah, don't be playing with my emotions like that, dog. I don't play games.
No. I'm curious because like my dad gave me something weird, and it's not something I would normally wear, but I'm gonna wear it just to be funny, right? So my dad is like hardcore. Let me turn this down just a bit. My dad's like a hardcore tourist. Like he goes out of his way to act like a tourist, right? So he got me some type of buttoned-up Hawaiian shirt with like the flowers and everything, and it comes with matching shorts, right?
Oh, word!
And he wants me to wear a fedora with it and everything. I'm
Fucking
like, man, I'm gonna look like I'm like on Cuban Havana Nights or something. You know?
Wear that and have a satchel in your pocket, dog. You'd be fitting right in. Tourist not. I don't think so.
You mean one of those fanny packs? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's not the
What are you talking
satchel I'm
about?
talking about. God damn it!
Like, what kind of satchel are you talking about?
Can't talk about it on YouTube. That's the satchel I'm talking about. Lou, help me out. God damn.
My dad's just funny. That was like a weird gift for me. I'm like, Dad, I'm never gonna wear this. It's so funny, but I'm gonna wear it just for him, just for the heck of it. I thought it'd be funny. We got 40 people up in here. Make sure you hit the like button, right?
Yeah,
you're gonna get
the
authentic, raw TFTG hangout session. We're hanging out. We might drop the link a little bit here, bring everybody up and be able to say some shit and stuff. But
Telling you, we might have to move this thing to Lewis's house. We get more people show up.
Lou, we coming to your house to tear it up, boy. We gotta get in.
That's fine, bro.
Lewis right next to St. Pete. St. Pete got the strip clubs, boy. That's the good shit over there, dog. I've been out there a couple times. That's just the bomb.
You want to go to a nice gutter club that's full nude? Come to Port Charlotte. You go to.
Is that one of those full nude clubs that only serves juice and no alcohol? Because I don't want to go to those clubs. Fuck those clubs, bro.
Fuck all that. I'd be throwing my own party before I'd be having limitations on my fucking partying. God damn it.
Well, or you could go down to the Met on 23rd and 27th if you like tattoos and bullet wounds.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, Cap, you remember where that was over in West Palm? Remember the old Mermaid Bar? That was where the.
Oh, I thought you were going to be talking about Tees over there.
Tees was halfway respectable, but then there's the landing strip right down the runway from Palm Beach International.
If we weren't live right now, I'd tell y'all a story about a time I went with my boy to Tees. Oh, bro.
561 is the only place I know where Tyreek Hill has a club named after him.
Yeah, they finally changed the name though, Cap. It's not Tees anymore.
What is it now?
I don't remember.
STDs?
I just happened to write STDs. Right? I just drove by there the other day and it didn't have Tees on the sign, but I forget what it was.
Color, what was the one that where they had the skating rink out there, and they had a strip club probably about 3 blocks before that skating rink? What was that?
The
one
Lantana
called?
Skating Rink, the Palace,
Yes.
or are you talking about Atlantis out in Green Acres?
I think it's the Palace I'm talking about. So I
The
think
Palace was right on Lantana Road in Congress, in that little strip mall.
And there was a strip club.
There could have been, yeah. I think there was.
Bro, that strip club was the gnarliest of strip clubs. You went there and it had like 3 different levels in it. Like there was one, it was like up and it was like in like a small room and had a pool table in there. You went down and it was just, bro, it is.
Yeah, it had to be the Palace because Green Acres, I don't think there is a strip club on Jog Road.
The only thing they had more than naked ladies in there was methamphetamine. That's all. That's it. That's what they had.
Yeah.
That bitch was fucked.
Oh, and by the way, that warehouse that was Atlantis Skateway was shut down for like 10 years. They literally just opened it like 2 weeks ago. It's called oh shit, I can't remember, Astro Skate or something. But it's brand new. They just reopened it.
Yeah, good for them. Fuck them.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You guys are talking about strip clubs. I'm headed to 2001 Odyssey tonight.
Oh shit!
Make sure to go live when you're in there, Lou.
hey, you know what? I might. You know what? If you guys are still on, we might do that. So it's a strip club.
Just
right?
careful of that. Careful of that one stripper they got in there named Hal. You know what? You don't want that one.
One of my favorite local strippers works there, and the fact is, 2001 Odyssey. It's a strip club, right? And then upstairs, where the private rooms are, it's a spaceship, right? So imagine a spaceship sitting on top of the strip club. Bro, it's nothing but glass mirrors all going around, velvet, kind of like purple velvet inside. I'll take some pictures tonight.
I'm gonna have to meet you down there, dog. We'll have to go, boy.
That's crazy too, man. That's crazy too, because that movie came out, right? 2001: A Space Odyssey, and we're all thinking growing up, wow, that's way off into the future. The sequel to that fucking movie was 2010. We're in fucking 2023 now, man. Shit.
Bro. Listen to this. This is how you know it's legit when Lewis says, yeah, one of my favorite local strippers. That's when you know it's legit.
He got a couple that ain't so favorites. These are kind of up there. This is one of the favorites. You know what I mean?
I know who I'm clubbing with over at Elon City, man.
That's right.
Yeah. The wife is throwing some like wine tasting thing here at the house. You got a couple of her girlfriends over, so I was like, you know what, let me call a couple of the fellas, see what they're doing tonight. And they were like, strip club.
Especially if you're doing a wine tasting, because if your wife's doing a wine tasting, because you know what, I'd be a little suspicious, Lewis, because if the situation were reversed and she called her friends up and said, Lewis and the boys are going to the strip club, her friends would have been like, wine tasting party.
Well, I'm telling you right now. See, my wife, she was mad because she was like, fuck, I want to go to the strip club.
That's what I'm saying. My lady be mad she wasn't going, not mad.
Right. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. You might need to be a little concerned about the wine tasting party.
Look, all to be honest, all the girls, there's like 3 of them here now. There's like 2 more coming. And the girls here want to go. It's the other ones that are coming.
Right. I'm just wondering who's bringing the wine. That's all I'm wondering.
Well, this dumbass right here had to buy all the wine for all the ladies to get.
Did you get Shake Money's hookup?
Yeah. I should have called Shake Money. I should have called Shake Money, but
Lewis walks in with a half a tuxedo on and a bow tie around his neck with the cases of wine.
Yep, and some shorts just to make it awkward.
All I'm doing tonight is walking in my house with a pair of white tube socks when I walk back in this motherfucker later on tonight.
See, I used to double my socks up in Missouri. That shit was so cold, man.
Fuck all that.
I don't
Just
think
making sure I got that good jacket with that pocket nobody could find. You feel me?
Exactly.
Bro, people thought I was actually a big dude, man. They didn't realize once I took off all that 10 layers of clothes, I was like nothing on the inside.
That's some funny shit. Oh, man.
Y'all seen them cartoons when like big dude takes off all his garments and he ends up being this little toothpick? You know, that's me.
What were you saying, Shake?
It's when you see like a furry dog and you wet him and he's all scrawny.
Yeah, that's it. You got it, Shake. That's me. Take off all my winter clothes. That's it.
Oh, man.
Anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button. So let's go around the table. Final takes on the Ravens game, and then we'll move on. So my final thing is that I think that we're going to play this game very similar to what we saw against Dallas. It's going to be run to open up the pass, and I think according to what we saw in El Cap's video, a little short that he put out about how we can eat up across the middle and shit. I think that can happen a lot. I agree with El Cap with that breakdown. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. Make sure you hit the like button up. But that's where I'm at. I think we're going to win. I'm going to go with 20. Actually, I'll take this back. 32-24. That's my final score. I think if we score 30 points, we're winning this game no matter what.
I like that. I will second your opinion. I feel like the Dolphins do come out with a victory. A lot of people are saying the Dolphins are the underdogs. A lot of people, are questioning our grit, questioning our ability to, fight hard games, And I say the Dolphins are somewhere right around where you're saying 30 to 34, and I'm saying the Ravens are right around 28 points. Dolphins should win this game by 4 points, so 32-28, and it's going to be a nail biter. But I think that it's going to look eerily similar to grinding it out. But the Dolphins need a touchdown, not a field goal, in the end of the game, and they score it with minimal time left and no timeouts for the Ravens, under 45 seconds, and they try to do something. They can't get field goal range, ain't going to cut it, and when they cross midfield, they only have a play or two left, and the Dolphins defense shut them down, and that's what I see.
Yeah.
Well, the Ravens have a similar issue to the Dolphins occasionally, where they just decide they just don't want to show up at all. And so it's hard to judge whether a team can beat another team or not when there's always that chance that your team just doesn't show up. Now, if our team shows up, we should be able to beat this team. We have the capability to, no problem. If they show up, they have the capability to beat us. I get it. So my score prediction, I'm going to leave it just like this. The score is going to be 38-14. Whichever team decides they want to play tomorrow is going to be the one that wins that game.
Very interesting. What do you got, Shake Cody?
I'm gonna side with Flavor J here. 23-17. It's like Color says, it's about which defense gives up. It's gonna be a defensive game, and whichever defense is caught slipping is gonna win the game.
If both teams show up, then I have us winning 38-35 or something.
Lewis, what you got?
And it ends like Cap said.
I don't think neither team gets into the 30s. I think this is going to be kind of more or less what we seen last week. I got the Dolphins winning, but I'm going to say 26-23, kind of an odd score for the Dolphins.
I like that. I was going to say 27-23, Lewis, but I just want to put the caveat there. If we get to 30 points, we're winning this game. That's all I'm going to put in that caveat.
Yeah, listen, I would tend to agree with that, Ali. I just think that, again, both defenses come to show up. I think, Baltimore might have some struggles offensively. Hell, we might have some offensive struggles in a couple possessions of the game. I'm going to say game's tied at the end, 23-23, and Jason fucking Money Man Sanders is back in the house. Kicks a game-winning 52-yard field goal to win it at the buzzer, 26-23 Dolphins.
You mean Jason? Man. You mean Jason Justin Tucker the third Sanders?
You mean Absolutely. Jason the Money Man, the guy who walks into the strip club with 50 stacks of ones that's getting all the lap dances? You mean that guy?
Fucking love that guy, dude. That guy I'm totally hanging out with.
Yo, I gotta read a tweet real quick before Shake gives his take. I gotta read a tweet real quick. That's hilarious. So y'all know Dan Mitchell, Buffalo YouTuber, right?
Nah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, neither do I. He says,
I have no idea.
He says, from now on, the only haters I'm responding to must have over 51K on TikTok, 21K on YouTube, and over 30K on Instagram. All must apply. If not, your peasant ass will be debating a wall. So, level 2 noob, we all love level 2 noob, right? Yeah. He quotes the tweet and says, "Tell X you got schooled by some rando without telling us you got schooled by some rando."
Not gonna lie, I don't get it.
Because now he wants to make his shit all exclusive, so he must have got owned by a fucking rando.
Oh, I got you. It's just some underling just.
Owned by rando.
Some peasant, challenged his intellect.
Intellect? This guy's not intellectual. He's
exactly.
got a good bit. I'll give it to him.
Exactly.
It's a good bit. You know, he embodies Buffalo fans. They don't know what they're talking about. They sound like they're just idiots. And there's this arrogant cockiness that doesn't come off as coolness like it does in South Florida. I don't know how it works like that. Something about the air. I don't know. But he's all right. You know, it's just, here's the deal.
Well, we'll never know because we're
Dolphins.
peasants. We only got 6,000, so we're peasants, bro.
All, nobody, ain't nothing peasant about me, bruh. I take a bitch's girlfriend. Watch out. Fuck around.
I would pay to see that. I would pay to see you steal Dan Mitchell's girlfriend.
My girlfriend right now, dog. Take her and not even take her home. Not even call her back afterwards.
Hell, and this notion that we have to steal people's girls, what do you mean? They choose. I don't steal nothing.
I ain't stealing shit, dog. Here's what I do know is that Ali.
Yes.
It's time for the exhale.
I don't care who's wrong or right.
It's time for it.
Somehow you got me so magnetized and in love.
Yeah. If y'all ain't hit the like button yet, you're probably not going to. And that's some fucked up shit. We in the club.
You is so different. This time I'm all in it. Thoughts of the future of you crystallized. Now you're breaking down my walls.
Fucking right. Not like a good crescendo.
You're stitching up my scars. Forever's just the start. Yeah, here we go. No ego.
Oh shit, here go Ali. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, boy. Get it, how you live? Hit the like button, share the video, or don't. Fuck off.
Now we know why Ali's going to Orlando all the time.
I've been knowing why Ali's going to Orlando. Quiet, color.
Training.
Orlando, fucking city of the walking dead, bro. You want to party at 3 o'clock in the morning, I promise you Orlando's got it going on. Everybody's all
There's a few places I hit up in Orlando. There's a few.
Oh, man. Listen, no bullshit. Partying in Daytona is fun. It's fun on a bunch of levels. You could do bar and club hop in like a small area, and there's 2 different strip clubs you can hit. And then there's also good old fucking fisticuffs out on the corner every now and again. So it's an interesting night. You never know what you finna get, dog.
Yeah, you never know.
Shit. Never know what you finna get.
There's a few friends of mine, and I'll name drop one of them, Christian. That guy is one of my best friends, right? And every time we end up, hanging out like on a whim or spur of the moment type thing, and we'll start off like in Stewart, right here next to Port St. Lucie, and then we'll end up in like Boca or Lauderdale or even South Beach by the end of the night. You know what I mean? And we end up having like this crazy time that we end up being able to have a story about it at the end of it. It's, oh man, some good times. But yeah, Daytona Beach is fun. Orlando's cool. Tampa is fly. South Beach is
had some good fun
for me. Every time I go to Miami, I have a lot of fun. So
even Jacksonville, I've had some good times in Jacksonville. Weird
Duval
things
County,
happen.
you got to be kidding me, man. That place is like straight up, like I don't know.
I've had some weird times. Well, they've got these like clubs that they have where like you get into one thing and it's like 6 different clubs inside one and shit. They do that. There's like 3 spots like that in Jacksonville. It's all right. It's just, man, there's some fucking weirdos, dude. Somebody always wanting to fucking watch you bang his old lady or some shit. It's happened to me a couple times. I'm not lying, dude. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. Oh, man. Fucking take a little trip with me. Sounds like somebody I need to hang out with. Buddy's in the comment section talking my language, dog. That's all I know. That's all I know. Take a little trip with me is
I
talking
mean,
my
something in the
language.
name seems like I want to follow him right down on this trip, bro. Like, you know what I
Just
mean?
give
Like,
me a couple of them sheets, dog, and I'm
Lead the
ready
way.
to fucking drop them, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, lead the way. I'm fucking sparkling, dog.
I want to bring up something real quick. So right now, Detroit's beating Dallas 10-7, right?
All
It's
right.
been a defensive game. If you look at Detroit's offense, it runs very similar to ours in a weird way. Is that kind of like eye-popping that they're losing to Detroit, or is it expected? Like, what do you guys think?
I was just
Detroit-
about to say, if Dallas drops this game, that's 2 frauds that just beat them.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. That's like, yeah.
Here's how I look at it. Lions are a good football team. They've done an amazing job in the draft. Dan Campbell's done good with everything he's doing over there. And, you know, they're a good football team, bro. People have been sleeping on them. They had that embarrassing loss on friggin' Thanksgiving, which, God, dude, it was
The
stupid.
Packers?
Yeah, it was dumb. But that was just a one-off because really it's been, you know, good most of the year from them.
Yeah. And then they got their teeth kicked in by Baltimore.
Bro, I hate to say this, but could you imagine, and let's take Miami out of this for a second, right? But could you imagine a Lions versus Browns Super Bowl? I think it'd be
Terrible.
interesting.
Terrible.
Especially
Lions
since
were
the last time they faced each other, it was in the loser bowl.
Yeah, that's true, but I just think it would be interesting because it would be like, no matter what, you're going to have a first-time Super Bowl winner, basically. That's how I'm looking at it.
And you're also going to have the only 2 teams that have ever gone 0-16 facing each other.
That's true. That's true. I don't think Browns make it, though, because as much as I like the fact that Flacco is, like, up for comeback player of the year, like he's number 2 from what most people are ranking him, he does turn the ball over a lot, bro. That's the only thing that I think they have a problem with there.
Yeah, but down the stretch, bro, in the playoffs, next to Mahomes, he probably is the one with the most experience and the most steady hand, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is his groove right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and outside of Mahomes, hey, look, outside of Mahomes, he's the only one with a Super Bowl in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's, you know, I think he's actually just really even-keeled, steady hand. And if you talk about, like, probably the best thing that could have happened to the Browns this season. But at the same time, I mean, you can't sleep on a Browns team that's led by this guy because he's just so even, bro. He's so, like,
he's a
balanced
vet, dog.
emotionally.
And you
you
know
what?
what?
I mean?
He ain't all banged up from the season. He's still pretty good. I mean, listen, fucking Tonk called it right.
You can see another Nick Folk 2.0.
Kevin Lee asks,
Bro, if we get put out, I'm rooting for the Browns the rest of the way. Just saying.
fuck all that. I'm not rooting for anybody but myself and my team. Fuck all that. Ali and panel, quick question. Does Hill get 180 receiving yards in order to have a chance next week at 2,000?
I will tell you this. Let me answer
Ali.
first.
Please.
Hill will get enough yards to win the game. That's all I'm going to tell you. Hill will get enough yards to win the game.
I'll say this. If Hill gets 180 yards, Dolphins win this game 100 times. Fuck, dude. Hill goes off for 180. It's because he's got another 2 touchdowns on that shit, and we win this game. So
here's my thing, though.
And it's likely we found a hole in their defense if that happens. So, yeah.
If he gets 180 yards, we better win the game, first of all. And second of all, I'm just saying he will get enough yards to win this game because I don't think they're in that individual record mode anymore. I think they're in, hey, we're in let's win this fucking game mode. I don't think they really care about the other shit anymore, to be honest. When we were winning all the games against teams we should have beat, yeah, we were in that mode. But losing to Tennessee, I think, changed that. I think
I agree
they
with you.
completely turned around and say, hey, listen, this is a good thing. We lost. We got our asses kicked. Now we can see where we were fucking up, and let's get back into gear. And look what's happened since then. We have not lost a game since that happened. It's only been 2 games since, but still, I really feel that they're in the, hey, we need to win. It does not matter about the individual or how we win. It's about winning. Because you think about it. You think about this. When have we seen ever in the past 2 seasons, right, where we went to Sanders hitting field goals as many times as we saw him in that game against Dallas? Because we all know it. Even Mike McDaniel himself said, I'm going to go for it when I can, or when most of the time he will not kick the field goal and he'll go for it on 4th down. But we kick field goals. So that tells me that this team has decided we're not about the individual or the flair or how we win. It's getting the win, and that's all that matters.
They're not forcing it anymore. And I will second it by saying that it's going to sound super cliche, but Mike McDaniel said it on Hard Knocks, and he goes, this is the best thing that could have happened to us losing this game to the Titans if we make it the best thing. It was the wake-up call the team needed. A star went down, the coaching staff, adjustments, offense, defense reeled back, and this team snuck a win from us. I don't foresee them ever feeling comfortable anymore, not focused anymore, and completely a team that has their eye on the prize while also remaining reserved and just looking at the now. Right now, it's Baltimore. Prepare. Here we go, face off, do all the things we did, beat them. Then it'll be next week, the Bills. Prepare.
Yeah.
Come the game day and beat them. And that's the way in which we can continue to find ourselves saying, hey, AFC Championship game, prepare, and beat the Browns or whoever is in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that brings up another question. We saw today Melvin Ingram got elevated again, right? Which I expected. We saw a lot of him on Christmas Eve, and I expect to see him a lot more on New Year's Eve, right? But you didn't see anybody else get elevated, and you didn't see anyone else get signed. People were expecting us to bring people in. We didn't. Is that a good sign? Does that mean that people might be healthier than what we're expecting? Are certain players going to play that we thought might not play? Like we know
on defense or on offense?
Both.
Holy Jesus, what a throw!
Okay, I will say this for the defensive
anybody
side.
thinks Jared Goff ain't got an arm, bro? Holy shit!
I would say this for the defensive side, Ali, that guys on the defensive line that we have already in the building have proven themselves. The Cameron Goods of the world, the Andrew Van Ginkels for the expanded role that he has. Now for the secondary, I would say again, we were down Javon Holland and Deshaun Elliott at the same time, and guys came in, the Campbells of the world, the Brandon Jones of the world. These guys played significant snaps and played them well. And so now getting Nick Needham back involved in the rotation, all these guys are getting involved more and more, and they're finding comfortability in this defense, and it's not showing any drop-off. Ipso facto for the O-line, the guys we had on this team last year and this year, the Lester Cottons, the Liam Eichenbergs, these guys have proven they can do it. In this system, the coaching staff has proven the ability to coach people up for what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's excellent, bro. It's excellent.
I mean,
if the Dolphins lose to the Ravens, it will not be a blowout. No. The Dolphins haven't been blown out other than in early in the season, and it wasn't really so much a blowout until late in the third quarter.
The only thing we have is technical blowouts, Cap. The only thing we have is technical blowouts where the floodgates open up with 8 minutes left in the fourth. You know what I mean? That's the only time we get blown out, bro.
The Eagles, you're saying, like the Eagles game, kind of.
The Eagles and the Bills, both those games.
The Jets game last year with Skyler playing is a perfect example. When the wheels fell off, they put up like 2 scores in the fourth quarter, bro. It wasn't as bad as everybody thought.
So we got some more questions in here, Ali. New
ahead.
Attitude asks, do you see the Dolphins using Claypool across the middle like San Fran did with Kittle against the Ravens?
We need them to, bro. We need to. We have not seen Claypool do really anything. Maybe one catch, one throw to him. We need to see him in this offense. But I'm going to give you a guy that's been inactive the last week or two. Craycraft. I think Craycraft makes an appearance in this game.
I agree with you, and I will say this. I wholeheartedly expect the Miami Dolphins and Mike McDaniel to see what I seen in that San Francisco game and where they had successes with the seam routes against the safeties in the second level. They had success with their tight end, and I can see that not just with Claypool, but also with Durham Smythe, also with Alec Ingold getting out there and coming up. Just, the safeties playing deep back there, so he's got to come all the way up, but also maintain boundary so nobody gets behind him. So if you throw the ball in the middle of the field to one of these 3 targets that I'm talking about from the slot, they're going to have plenty of room to make this catch.
Yeah, if you get if you don't have River Craycraft for an anytime touchdown, you're sleeping. And because if you look at our depth chart, Barrios backs up Tyreek Hill, followed by Cedric Wilson. Craycraft backs up Waddle on the depth chart, followed by Chase Claypool. So look for some heavy usage to Craycraft tomorrow. I mean, even if we don't use them heavy and we move pieces around instead, you could still look for Craycraft to get an anytime touchdown at some point.
But also, Color, you just said it. Waddle missing time. Those snaps will end up finding their way to Craycraft and Chase Claypool. This is going to be a game to keep an eye on these guys.
The second point, Craycraft had an anytime touchdown last time we played the Ravens. So there you go.
So another question I see here in chat from Kevin Lee says, Ali and panel, can Tua overtake Lamar for MVP? There's a lot of people saying there's nothing Tua could do to overtake Lamar in MVP. What say you, Ali?
Come back to me on that. I need to look up someone's stats real quick. Give me 1 second.
I will answer it. You damn right Tua could overtake Lamar. Now, I don't see Lamar falling flat on his face, but it's going to be hard to give it to Lamar over Tua, just judging the two, not taking into consideration any of the other factors, most importantly, Christian McCaffrey. But if Tua throws for 300-plus yards and 3 touchdowns this week and does it again next week against the Bills, and both of these are victories, and we end up in the 1 seed, and Tua's got, an extra 650 yards and 6 or 7 touchdowns done in the 2 biggest games of the year and just lights up the skies with no interceptions, it's going to be hard to not say that that's possible, especially if Lamar loses one, if not both of these games. Then yeah, Tua could absolutely overtake Lamar.
Here, I'm going to give my answer. And just give me a second. I'm going to turn down the music.
Is it likely? No. Is it possible? Absolutely. What up, Greg?
Listen. This is all this hype train for Lamar at MVP. I think it's being falsely hyped by the media, and let me explain why. If you really look at somebody's the MVP, to me, it has to be something extraordinary or massive amount of stats. It's all stats based, right? And if you look at the history of the MVP, even Lamar's previous MVP season, every MVP for the past 10, I want to say 12 years, maybe more, have all been, how do I put this?
They were the number 1 or number 2 seed.
Was responsible for at least 70% of those touchdowns that were made by that team, right? 70%, right? First of all, you really look at the amount of touchdowns that Lamar Jackson has right now. I want to say he has, 19 maybe? And we're just talking about passing touchdowns, right? We're not talking about running in touchdowns or anything like that. You look at the amount of touchdowns they're responsible for, and I want to say Lamar's percentage of touchdowns that he's responsible for is only in the 50 percentile, right? Let's look at something else. Look at the amount of yards that Lamar has versus Tua at this point. Who's leading in that factor? Do we know? Does anybody know what that is off their heads right now? Give me 1 second. I'm going to go to Stat Pros, and I can tell you in a moment. So right now, and let me go to, I just want to make sure this is correct before I give out this amount. Because I want to say Tua is leading in stats also. Yeah, so Lamar Jackson's stats for 2023 as of right now, he has about 3,357 yards, right? Tua, on the other hand, has over 4,200 yards. He has 4,200 yards. So he has almost 1,000 yards more, right? He has yards attempt is higher. His touchdowns are higher. I mean, he even gets sacked less if that counts for anything, which it really doesn't, right? Where Lamar leads is in the rushing category. Yes, he does have 700 yards rushing, about 5 touchdowns. But even if you add those 5 touchdowns, Tua still has more touchdowns right now altogether in total. So for me, if Tua definitely does perform like I expect him to, I still think he actually can get the lead on Lamar. I don't think Lamar wins it. I hate to say this, but Josh Allen, in my opinion, has a higher chance of winning MVP. He has a much better season than what Lamar is having.
You can't talk Allen right now because they're a 6-loss team, bro. You just can't. At some point, record has to factor in when you're talking about the two guys we're talking. Hold on just a sec. The two guys we're talking about have 11 plus wins, and Josh is sitting at 9. I know that shouldn't matter, but at some point it has to factor in, bro.
But here's the problem, Color, with that. So you mean to tell me, let's say I
if he was that valuable, he could have taken 2 more wins on his shoulders.
But here's the problem with this.
Amen,
okay?
Color.
Here's the problem with this. You mean to tell me that this year's MVP is going to be a guy that really, if you really look down to it, is just average?
Well, I get it, but I'm just saying that when Josh Allen's case, you're looking at even the resurgence that team has had in the later part of the season hasn't been because of superstar Josh Allen numbers.
I agree with Richard Sherman on this. Richard Sherman pointed out the stats showed that Lamar Jackson, his production, because we're talking about production lists like you put together, Color. Lamar has been average this season, right? Where you have a guy like Josh Allen who's blowing up stats, right?
Well, I don't have the note up in front of me, but maybe I can get it real quick. But I don't remember where I had Lamar last year, but it wasn't up in the top, dude.
Yeah. At the end of the day, look. At the end of the day,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
At the end of the day, this MVP thing is like the Pro Bowl. It's like the fucking Hall of Fame. It's watered down. It doesn't mean shit. And they're gonna put who they want to put in there.
That's true.
And it'll probably be Lamar Jackson, deserving it or not. That's probably the direction they're gonna go. Just like.
That's why I think you're taking the luster of the award away by giving it to a guy that's average versus a guy that's actually putting up stats. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, Ali, if you want an angle to be able to kind of factor that, I was debating this in a Twitter space the other day. Yeah. I wasn't really getting much traction, but my logic is still sound in my opinion. That there are a lot of plays where either the call complete comes from the sideline or Lamar just straight calls his own number. And I'm talking about, not I'm at the line of scrimmage and I audible. Well, even if you're talking that, if you're talking about calling your own number or your own number being called, to me, that is no different than Tua using his intellect to decide to hand the ball off or to hand the ball off. So to be fair about Lamar Jackson's numbers, I'm not saying we shouldn't factor in his rushing numbers because those are a point of production.
Yeah.
And I'm perfectly willing to give him the off-script numbers. You know what I mean? But when you go back and factor out how many times was it a designed run to Lamar, you either subtract that yardage and those scores, maybe not the scores because quarterbacks all the time call their own number into the end zone, so I won't take the scores away from him. Okay, but the yardage on those particular designed runs, you either take that away when comparing to Tua, or you give Tua the yardage for every time he hands the ball off. At the very least, every time he audibles to a run. Because that is every bit as much the same decision that's being made by both quarterbacks. And you could argue that it's smarter to use somebody else's legs instead of your own, even if you had the ability to run.
Look, at the end of the day, they're judging on the quarterback that gets their team to the winner's circle.
Right, but there again, Shake, what I was saying, that last comment I made seems a little far-fetched, but if you think about it, handing the ball off to Mostert or A-Chain, there's way less likely for your quarterback to be injured than there is handing the ball off to yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, when we're talking about value and valuable, isn't availability also a value?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you're a guy that is like, you know what, I can run, but I know how to design, I know how to call this certain play based on what I see on the defense to where I can hand the ball off here and get, 10 or 11 yards. Why don't we credit Tua with that yardage? Because if you were to, he's smoking Lamar Jackson in total yardage. And that's, I think, point Ali is making about being average. It's not actually average a season for Lamar on the passing side of the ball. It's actually a little below average on the running side of the ball. His MVP year, he had 1,200 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And over 3,000 passing.
Yeah.
Like 32-71, I think it was.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at it this color. All right. I'm comparing the passing stats, and Tua's destroying him in the passing stats, right? And then you look at the rushing stats. Even if I were to give him the rushing stats, Tua is still leading in stats.
Not by much. I mean, I get you, but that's still close enough to be comparable.
Yeah, but still.
But that's my point, Ali. If you take away the designed runs to Lamar, which you fairly could, because we're not crediting Tua with handing the ball off.
Yeah. Like here's another way to look at this.
Even if you gave Tua half of our running backs yardage, he'd be smoking Lamar right now in total yardage.
I understand. My point is that I just think that people are overhyping how good Lamar Jackson is doing this season. I think he's.
I agree. I'm trying to agree with you. You know what I mean?
It's not all on him, and I think that it has to be given to somebody that, even if it's not Tua, it has to be given somebody that if you took them out off the team, that it would be a big loss.
Well, yeah, it is an award that relies more heavily on WAR than any other award. Yeah, wins above the replacement is probably the biggest thing. But the thing of it is, I'm in disagreement other than with Tua. Like, I can make a case for Tua, especially if he goes out there tomorrow. And I'm not saying outclasses Lamar as an overall quarterback or abilities or whatever, but they both have a different job because they're two different types of quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
And they both each have their own job to do. If Tua goes out there tomorrow and outclasses Lamar in how he performs at his own job in relation to how Lamar performs at his own job, then that's it right there. I wouldn't even debate anymore between Lamar and Tua. But if the debate is between Lamar and somebody else, Ali, I'm already sold, bro. It's Lamar, man. There's no, nobody in this NFL other than maybe Patrick Mahomes is more important up under center to their team than Lamar Jackson, man. As far as like
prime example, color.
I mean, I get that they win without him, bro, but you don't get what we saw against the 49ers without Lamar Jackson, dude.
I disagree with that. This is where you lost me, and I will tell you why. Take away Lamar Jackson, right? Just take that away. What is the one thing that you saw almost on every single one of his possessions? You already were in scoring position. You were already on the opposition's field. You were in perfect prime field position already, no matter what, right?
Well, that may be true. Go back to the Rams game.
Okay, but here's my point.
They don't win that game if Lamar's not on the field, bro.
That defense is really what won that game, because I'm telling you straight up, that game was not going to be as dominating had that defense not come up with those turnovers.
Okay, I gave a bad example. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I gave a bad example. But if you go back to the Rams game, we are in the top seed right now, if not for Lamar Jackson in that Rams game.
I'll tell you what, you take away Lamar Jackson, you get the Jets game. You'll have the Jets pretty much.
That's the other thing, Ollie. Yeah, great point, Shake. And that's how I concluded in that Twitter space the other day. Are we even concerned about tomorrow if Lamar's not playing? I might not even watch the game if Lamar wasn't playing tomorrow. I'd be so sure we're winning.
I don't know, bro. Didn't their backup win games for them last season when he didn't play?
Yeah, but they ain't gonna do it against the Miami Dolphins, bro. Their backup never played the likes of us, man.
That's the kind of I'm just like
their backup never played our defense, bro.
See, that's the one thing about Kansas City. When you brought up Mahomes, I get it, because you take Mahomes away from Kansas City, I don't think they win the games. I really don't. I mean, Henny's
that's why he's not deserving of MVP this year, because there's games that they won that had nothing to do with him. Like the game against us.
That's absolutely true. The defense won.
What the hell did he do? He didn't even perform as good as Tua did. Stat-wise and scoring, I mean.
That's a good point. Yep.
And he's not the one that took the game on his shoulders. His defense got a score, which was the difference in the game. And it was our failure on offense that kept it 21-14. Not anything Patrick Mahomes did.
Frederick wants to call my grandmother, who may she rest in peace, a Lamar hater. She says Allison is a Lamar hater. Actually, people that know me here at TFTG that's been watching from OG times, from old school, and you can even ask Lewis this. I was one of the biggest Lamar supporters.
I'll vouch right now. You're speaking objectively about this MVP situation, bro. I know for a fact Ali is a big Lamar fan. Don't even go there, Fred.
I was saying, think of our offense with Lamar. How dynamic.
Lamar knows what Ali knows what Lamar brings to the table. This is just strictly about this year and this debate about MVP, man.
No, if you really break it down stat-wise, it's nothing spectacular, is all I'm saying.
I think what you're seeing, Ali, is the fact that the Ravens really are not that great a team.
I mean, the Steelers beat them and the Browns beat them. So
I mean, I equate them to like the Texans with Deshaun Watson. And in that regard, Lamar is far outperforming Deshaun in the win column, you know? As far as that year, you know, that 4-12 year for the Texans.
Yeah. Listen, Lamar can throw and stuff, and he can definitely run, and he's very dynamic. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's definitely a really good player. Don't get me wrong. I just think that his MVP season and this season are night and day. They're
agreed, but I think that's a symptom of the overall league right now. This year has been down all across the board.
I hear you. We're probably going to get an average MVP. That you're right. You're right. I just
the
don't
defenses are starting to catch up, bro. You know what I mean? Over the last couple of years,
I don't like the whole your record has to do something with it, and I'm like, does it really? Because in all honesty,
for Josh Allen, it does, bro. Simply because the wins they are eking out have nothing to do with him anymore.
That's a good point.
They'd probably be sub 500 if they were still trying to go through him the way they were earlier this season.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially that Cowboys win. He touched the ball very little that game.
Yeah, and I think it really is. You know what? I'm pretty harsh on Josh Allen. But it is kind of an abnormal drop off. If it is, in fact, if they are trying to keep the ball away from him, I think it's because that shoulder is worse than they're willing to let the public know about, bro. I really do, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, if this game he feels good and it's not hurting, then yeah, we get Josh Allen. And they found a way to devise a game plan to beat the Cowboys without having Josh Allen to throw very much. It really the symptoms show that there's a problem with that shoulder, and they're trying to hide it.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys want to drop the link and let some people come up and give their opinions?
Your show. You lead, we follow, Ali.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. People can come up for a moment. I gotta step away from
especially with that beard you got going on, bro. That's a leader's beard right there, man.
This is my.
I'd follow that into the gates of Rome, man.
This is my Super Bowl or bust beard. I won't until we're out of the playoffs. I'm not gonna shave it. So it's gonna keep growing. So I just dropped the link, everybody. Tua doesn't put the team on his back yet, so if there's 2 weeks... See, that's the thing. People say Tua doesn't do it. He doesn't. If he doesn't need to, what's the big deal? We've been blowing out everybody that we should blow out. You know what I mean?
You know what? What about taking the team on your back in the lead up to the game? What about his attention to detail to make sure that he helps give the best opportunity for us to win before the game starts? What about that kind of stuff? That ain't taking the team on his shoulders? I'm pretty sure he feels like every week he's taking the team on his shoulders. Just because we don't see it in the way you traditionally see it on the field all the time. The fact that let's say if it's a game where we're just clicking and everything's moving and we're blowing out the Broncos 70-20, that's because of Tua's attention to detail throughout the week. And his attention to detail during the game, early parts of the game, the minutia of football, the managing of the game. See, I'm so tired of this game manager bullshit narrative and debate because every quarterback is a game manager. That is literally their job title.
Yeah. That's why
some quarterbacks manage, some game managers manage W's, and some game managers manage L's.
Yep.
It don't matter how you manage to do it. Lamar Jackson manages to do it a different way, but he's still a game manager.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Fred, I see you with the sunglasses on and the Christmas lights. I love it. What's up, Greg? Hooked up Joe.
Sorry, guys. I was just trying to take English back for a minute there, man. That's all. It's all about taking English back for me. It really ain't about the game manager debate.
Look, my point is, if we're going to give it to somebody, this guy got to have, wow stats. That's the only thing I think about it is, and I get why the record needs to be a reflection of that, because if you were to take the record away, who's to say that they would win any more games. I get that. I know why the record.
Hey, here's the other question: do you think that win against Dallas, the way that they won it, you don't think Kyle Allen could have done that?
That's true.
I mean, Kyle Allen's serviceable enough to have done that.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco could have done that.
Flacco's balling, bro.
Oh, hell. Mac Jones could have done that.
Yeah. Let's go around the table and get their takes on this the game tomorrow. What's up, Hooked Up Joe? What do you got?
Hey, how's it going? I think we're
What's up, Hooked Up?
What's happening? I think we're gonna slice through.
Hold it down for a moment.
Roger that, Ali. Go ahead, Hooked Up.
I think we're gonna get through their defense like a lot better. Just looking at how if it weren't for the turnovers, the game would have been totally different. We're not going to be handing the ball to them 5 times. I just think I think we're winning it.
Yeah. I think we have too many issues going in tomorrow, man. With Waddle missing, probably double team Tyreek. Then I'm wondering, what do we do? What do we do after that?
I think
who steps up next?
Everybody else is going to step up, or they have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's going on, John?
How you doing? No, I think we'll win. I think it'll be close, and I'm not sure if it'll be in the 30s. Whoever wins will win under 30, maybe. But
yeah,
it'll be a close game.
I think this is going to be a game where our other guys step up in a big way. I think this is going to be a game where they've been practicing all week with guys that, if they haven't been playing a whole lot this year, they're a lot fresher and they're able to go out and actually practice. Right now, you have guys that aren't out in practice because they're injured and they're just out. They're not practicing. So the other guys that are on the team are actually practicing the reps that they're going to do this week in case they have to play them. And if they are able to execute those plays, man, we got playmakers all the way across the field. I mean, Barrios is freaking clutch. Usually, you got Cedric Wilson's been going crazy this year. I think they're all going to step up. I think it's just going to be like one of those total team step up games on offense.
And on defense, we have Holland back, right?
Looks like.
Am I correct on that?
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like he's playing tomorrow.
So that's my homer take on it anyway. As far as
and they like it's plain and simple, man. Each quarterback's going to have to put the team on his back and come through. And I just think Lamar inches 2 out in that case.
I'm just worried that I don't want to give Lamar 8 seconds in the backfield trying to run around. I mean,
yeah.
Right, people talk about how
he was running around for 8 seconds before he took off.
Yeah, he gets an extra second. He literally, when you look at the stats on how much, like you're getting the rundown on how much time to throw you have when you're out of the pocket and you're running, and he's like got a second more than everybody else when it's a broken down play.
All right, alert, panel killer. What's up, Sharif? How's it going on Saturday night, man?
Listen, man, the bouncer is charging extra to get in.
Yeah, he's seen you coming a mile away, man.
We have a dress code tonight,
He's
too.
like, look, it's right. My name is right there, bro. It's Sherief. The bouncer's like, I don't know, bro. I got an Omar, but I don't have a Sharif, man. I don't see. And Sharif's like, that's it. That's me, Omar.
How y'all guys doing tonight?
No. Then Sharif pulls out $100 bill. He's like, how much to put Sharif next to Omar and let me in?
Good, Sharif. How you doing, Sharif, bro?
Yeah, man, that's actually my name, Omar Sharif.
I know.
Wow.
I know this about you.
Okay.
Did you say your mom that was a favorite actor of hers?
Yes, that was one of her favorite actors.
I've never heard. I must have never heard of it.
Omar Sharif? You never heard of Omar Sharif?
Oh, man.
I don't know names. Faces I could pick out.
Like he's a classic actor, so you'd have to into watching older movies,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, man.
Hey,
what you
does
got on
anybody?
tap? You pour all that alcohol all over your spreadsheet and come to the party, or what, man?
Yeah, man. I just been putting my ears to the ground. These Baltimore fans are afraid. They're scared. They're terrified of tomorrow.
Wow. Team relax.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, Fred. It's nice to see you back there, Fred.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Color. Hey, Color, let me ask you something, man. Hey, man, you think Lamar may have a chip on his shoulder, man, going back to last year?
Sure he does. But
playing with a chip, man.
He seems like the type that a chip could actually work to his disadvantage. You know what I mean? Some guys, I don't know. He seems to get frustrated when he's got a chip.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully that chip makes him so anxious to prove himself, Color, that he starts fucking up, man, throwing interceptions.
That's what I'm thinking, because I think he had that chip last year when they got out to a 31-14 lead or whatever it was. After we held him to 9 points the previous meeting before that. So, yeah, he got it. But then he got stole afterwards. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that chip got bigger. I was going to say, Scorpion King says he played in Lawrence of Arabia. That was going to be my first guess without looking it up. So it looks like I would have been right. I'm pretty sure he starred in that movie. Like he was the main character.
Now the movie Lawrence of Arabia, I've heard of.
But guys, like in the last 5 games, like we've been expecting for Achan to break out, and the reason for that is because of Connor and Hunt being down. But I can see Achan working with this scrappy offensive line and actually getting a breakout game here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that turf toe. Hopefully they've been holding him out a little bit and letting that heal some, and he's just going to come back strong. I can see him catching some routes. I mean, you throw it to him, and he can dodge some people after he catches the ball. He was wide open on some plays when you look at some.
Because I think what we have forgotten is we've forgotten that Achan is just as fast or faster than Tyreek. And then number 2, he's a catalyst on this team before that injury. Like he was like he can be just as good as Waddle is my point. He can be the next one behind Tua and Tyreek. He has that capability.
As far as just breaking it and making it happen. Having a breakout game.
Yeah. We definitely want to
Omar, leader in his career, most recently Omar Sharif was the narrator for the movie 10,000 BC.
Okay. All right.
Now I gotta go watch that.
Yeah, is I hope Tua's pinky or finger, whatever it was, is okay.
His thumb.
The thumb.
His thumb was down in the first quarter. So all those bad throws, we all were looking at
Yeah.
Tua and saying, "Man, Tua is just off." Right?
Oh. Is that?
Quarter, yeah.
Was that the reason for the missed throws?
That was the reason for the missed throws. He had in the first quarter, he hit his thumb on another player's helmet, and he didn't even tell anybody. He's just like, "I'm going to work through it," but it was hurting his throws. So hopefully he's through that, because he's going to need some pinpoint throws to get through this week. He's going to need to do better this week on those. He's going to have to hit it this week. So hopefully he's healed.
Okay. I want. You know what? Since you said that, Hooked Up Joe, I was about to say, man, we're gonna have to play nearly a flawless game, man. So I could have used without the thumb, man. We really are gonna have to play a flawless game to pull this out.
Yeah, we had to do a flawless. Imagine what we had to do to beat Dallas with a hurt thumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if his thumb was fine, it would have been a whole different game. We still won.
I mean, Hooked Up Joe, I thought we could run on Dallas, just not wide. But if you hit them between the guards and the tackles, I really thought we would do big damage there. We did do some. We just didn't do enough of it. If you ask me, Hooked Up Joe, we were able to run on them.
They were not going to let us. After they got run all over, they weren't letting anybody run.
No, it's just
throw and
no, Joe.
Tyreek and
it was just the fact that we couldn't get wide on Dallas, Joe. You know what I mean? And that's what Dallas is, man. Those ends don't let you get wide like that, but you can hit them up in the guards area, man. You know what I mean? You can run on them there.
And you got to have a good offensive line. Be snapping it up the middle on Dallas, and we just don't have the offensive. We have offensive line.
I understand that about Hooked Up Joe, but guys like Lester Cotton and Robert Jones, that's their strengths there, man. A hat on a hat. And forward blocking, man, run blocking. That's their strengths, man. Not going sideline to sideline, you know what I mean?
Hooked Up Joe, you said we just don't have the offensive line to run it up the middle. Question for you, do you think it's so much the offensive line we don't have, or is it the running back size we don't have? Because if you look at our running backs, they are smaller, speedier guys compared to a guy like Derrick Henry, which doesn't matter what offensive line you have, he's going to bull rush up the middle. I think Brooks, which is a guy that we had, could have been that bigger size running back we need in this committee of running backs. What do you think?
Well, the reason I say that is because when we had Connor Williams and Armstead, when we had our real offensive line out there for like 20 minutes or however long that was, whatever games that was, we were able to run it straight up the middle. When we had those guys, we had Connor and we had our guys, especially they could get to the second level and make extra block, do all the things that are really in the scheme, then we were killing it up the middle. But soon as our offensive line broke down, we had to go to a totally different type style of play to make up for the offensive line that can't do it. And it just, that's my,
Hey, Ali, can I ask you a question, bro? Ask you a question, not to cut you off, Hooked Up Joe. I didn't mean to do that. But Ali, can I ask you a question, Ali?
Yeah. Yep.
What do you think about? Well, for the panel, for that matter, what do you guys think about Austin Jackson coming back and trying to play with his oblique injury, or just how about just letting Kendall Lamb just go ahead and put another week in, man, and give Austin another week to heal. You know what I mean?
It would Lamb playing too. To be honest, like for example. I give you an example. So let's say we beat the Ravens, and let's say the Bills lose to New England, and we automatically won the division. And actually, no, we can't do that. I was thinking that if there's a scenario that the last game of the season doesn't mean anything. If it was the last game of the season, I would say just let him sit and put in whoever's the backup that can play for him. You know what I mean? But, but we're in that playoff mode now. Some of these injuries, you're going to just have to play through them. And it's the game that I kind of feel you kind of have to. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Especially if you want the first bye, because if you get the first bye, then you got that extra week.
Yeah. But the Ravens they're deep at defensive line, man. They're real deep, man. And I just think you want a guy at right tackle that's injury free. Not worried about this injury playing the game. Other than with Austin Jackson, man, he could go ahead and tweak that oblique if you can do that. And
real quickly, Fred. Sorry to interrupt, but the Lions are driving. They got the ball down at the Dallas 25, down by 7 with 48 seconds left on the clock. They got a 2nd and 10. This was after Jared Goff threw an interception, and Detroit's defense got them the ball back. So just letting y'all know where it's at.
What's the score in that, Color? What's the score in that, bro?
20-13 Dallas.
It's a 7-point game.
Goff drops back to throw. Throwing across the middle, has his guy, but knocked away by the defender. That'll be 3rd and 10, 43 seconds left.
Thanks for bringing that up, Color, because I was about to say that it seems like Dallas is always leaving too much time on the clock. Because I looked at it and they were already past the 50-yard line, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
And that was a totally uncalled pass interference right there, by the way.
Yeah, hell yeah, that was.
48 seconds left.
Yep, 43 seconds, 3rd and 10. Goff in the shotgun. Wide receivers on
they like the tree, man.
Throws across the middle, has his tight end across the middle for the first down and more. Still on his feet down to the 10-yard line. 34 seconds left and counting.
Man,
Lions have no timeouts. They're going to clock the ball here. 27 seconds.
You want to see it, don't you, Ben? You want to see it?
My computer is just about a fraction
I
slower.
can't believe they didn't call that pass interference. That was freaking
Yeah, that
crazy.
should have been pass interference.
I mean, God, that would have been a
takes
game
letting them
changer.
play to a whole nother level, Joe.
Talk about molesting a receiver all day long. That was molestation at the highest order.
Yeah, man, he should be on one of those lists in the neighborhood.
Fred,
that was freaking
I
bad.
would say this, Fred.
Here we go now, 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. Goff in the shotgun. Bunch formation, bunch of receivers, throws out to the flat. He's got his guy who's got the touchdown.
There you go.
I'm telling you, Dallas does not know how to close games out, bro.
I'm on
2
Ross
games
St.
in a
Brown.
row, they left too much time on the clock. For
27
the team to drive
seconds,
down there. Both times. Unbelievable.
Fred,
You're going to send it
Fred,
to
I'll tell you real quick.
Go for the win.
What's up, Sharif?
I'd go for the
Well,
win.
if they go for 2 points, well, that won't do it.
They have nobody. They have nobody challenging them in their division. I'd go for the win here.
What's up, Sharif?
Now, I would say
They're going for 2. They're going for 2. Goff up under center. Sends Hawkinson into motion. Or I'm sorry, is that Hawkinson? What's their tight end?
Laporta.
Yeah, Laporta. I forgot they sent him to Minnesota.
They called timeout.
Dallas calls a timeout right before the snap of the ball. I like
Love
this
how they're
you're going for it. You have nobody challenging you in your division. You know, I mean,
For some reason, I have.
But
It's on the 15-yard line. Is it on the 15-yard line?
No,
Or is
it's
Michael
on the 5 or something like that, or 3 or something.
Yeah, if you're watching on stream, you're behind.
But,
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
ahead of us here.
My computer is wrong.
Yeah, YouTube
I'm on
is like
Rabbit here,
30
so I'm
seconds
the lowest place.
I'm watching.
I was in the game class, so I'm not. My TV's out, so I can't see it on TV. So.
So they're still
TV's
going
out.
for two. Goff in the shotgun now. Gets up under center, pulls a guy behind him. Single back formation. Fakes the handoff. Throws. Got it. Holy
Wow.
shit. They just beat
Holy
the Dallas
shit.
Cowboys with a kickoff to come in 23 seconds.
Who caught it?
In
Who
Dallas.
Man, that guy don't even look like a tight end. He looks like an offensive lineman. What's his name?
Decker.
Yeah, it was big. He looks big.
Jackson, dumbfounded.
Tackle or right tackle. Holy
Penalty
shit.
flag on the field. They're gonna pull it back up. I think he's trying to go for a legal man, but I think he reported, so they might be pulling the flag up. I don't know.
No.
Illegal touching.
What?
Wow.
So Dallas is about
He
to
didn't
lose.
report as an eligible receiver. That's why.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so they didn't do it,
But
huh?
it's not
Or-
lost down, so they get to go for it again.
Okay.
Now they just have to kick. Now it's going to move back, though, isn't it?
Actually, that's probably even better though.
Tie the game, bro. You don't tempt fate, man. You just tie the game.
Well,
Oh, he gives Goff more
you
room
got-
to work. I mean, he gives him more range to work with.
if you want to win it and just not tie it.
I think Dan's trying to tell him that the way he was lined up, he didn't have to report. But I think the
Who's
number on the jersey has to do with it too.
Who's about to win that game?
Numbers without them reporting.
If the Lions get it, they'll probably
Go for it again.
Yeah. If the Lions get it, they may win it.
Pulls his running back with him, gets back up on, calling an audible. Standing in the shotgun still. 12 on the play clock. Offside, free play. Throws into the end zone, intercepted, but that's going to be an offside.
They get to do it again. They get a chance to do it again.
Now it gets moved back to where it was. And they
Yeah,
get right in.
and the offense gets it again.
Micah Parsons.
Man, I'm watching it one
Micah
play
Parsons
behind.
jumped. And I actually think it was a false start, but
Man,
you know,
Man, this is like the longest 23 seconds of my life. Holy shit.
oh no, he went on the center's head movement. That's not a false start. He thought the center was going to snap the ball as he brought his head up, and he didn't. So here we go. Third attempt now from the 4-yard line now. Drops back to throw, throws out to the flat, drop.
Oh. So Dallas won.
Wow.
What an
How do you like
emotional
that
roller
shit?
coaster
I'm
for
sorry,
people.
but the Lions got screwed with that
Yeah,
call.
Dallas are still frauds.
Yeah. Still fraud.
What a way to go out.
Let me ask you guys something tactically here. Instead of going for 3 straight passes for a 2-point conversion, because they had to do it 3 times basically.
Draw play, yeah.
Would you have called a draw or a handoff of some kind or pitch? What would you have changed it up?
What yard line were they on?
The 3.
Yeah, or 4. On that
I'm
last.
sorry, the 2-yard line. They were on the 2-yard line.
They started it.
Maybe. If they had the
7-4, right? Because it was half the distance.
if they had the rusher, I
3.5.
may have. I mean,
Did they have any timeouts?
no, I don't think so. I don't know anymore.
Doesn't
Well,
matter
you know,
about extra point.
I with 20 seconds, I would have snuck a run in there, man. If it didn't get hurry up and line up.
This was for the 2-point conversion, so the clock didn't
Oh.
matter.
Oh, okay.
Who got the onside kick? They haven't got.
I would have thrown it. I'd have thrown it.
Dallas called a timeout right before it.
Get their hands, people.
They get the onside kick here and win this game, bro. Holy shit.
Now we gotta kick it again. We're gonna have 3 kicks. We're gonna have 3 kicks.
The longest.
I would be immediately putting my bet in for Detroit to make it to the Super Bowl, bro, if they get this onside kick right here.
Why do we call ourselves 4219? Delta is the group number 4.
Man, that skipper offensive lineman's pissed.
5, 21, that's
Hey, did Detroit clinch the playoff spot yet?
Yes, they did.
yeah.
They won their division.
Yeah, they're 11-4 right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Like Dallas caught it. CeeDee Lamb.
Legacy, aren't you?
And team.
Dallas with the victory. Okay.
I mean, if you call it that.
Well, they have more points than the opposing team, don't they?
I mean, if you call it that.
All right, man. You got to take them any way you can get them, Color.
That's the same score as Cowboys beating the. Giants beating the Bills in the Super Bowl, 20-19.
Bro, this is how dumb this is, right? So, if Detroit won this game, they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, it's it is what it is, whatever. But Dallas win this game, I bet you tomorrow they're gonna be like, see, we told you Dallas was dominant team.
They held strong.
No, Dallas
can't beat anybody, but
that's what they're going to be saying.
I find that their America's team such a joke because when the NFL decided to come up with the moniker of America's team, do you know who they offered it to before Dallas?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. And they said they didn't want to be known as America's team. So everybody constantly wants to call Dallas America's team. They weren't even the first choice. They were not.
As if America got a vote.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, of course. Telling it to the highest bidder. I mean,
where the hell we living? Weren't we supposed to have a vote?
It's gonna be America's team. Let Americans vote.
America's
team.
They're not even
I'm pretty sure that back in the day we voted on. I know this to be a fact. We voted on our Great Seal design. Pretty sure we voted on our flag's design. But we can't vote on who America's football team is.
Good point.
Boycott the NFL. They're a bunch of anti-democratic lookers, man.
So Dallas just got beat by 2 teams. One of them hasn't won a playoff game since 2000, and the other one hadn't won a playoff game since 1991.
Dallas won, so they didn't get beat by. Technically, they should have because I agree with Dan.
We know what really happened, Joe.
We know what really happened. Yeah.
The NFL called the audible.
If nothing else, it would have been tied up.
Color said that that Jared Goff called the audible. No, it was the NFL that did.
Right. How you throw into somebody in the flat anyway? Even if he'd have caught the ball, he wouldn't have made it in.
Oh man.
I hate that. I hate that play, man. I hate it.
I mean, if it was a nice, bang bang throw, and the guy had his chance to put his big body into that corner, yeah, he would have got in. But
that's another thing, Color, man. You need a huge dude to throw in the flat like that.
It was a huge dude. It was a huge dude, but the ball was too far low and away.
No, you
never had a chance, even if he'd have caught it.
Yeah, Color, I'm talking about. I'm talking about when they don't use a huge dude, man. That's like a waste of a play to me, man.
Yeah, but sometimes if you got a small, really small, agile dude, you can just break their ankles and get in if there's so much open space. Sometimes if it's a pure one-on-one, you know what I mean? Or you got a guy like Hill that can get really low, speed out to that pylon and just cross the pylon with the ball, you know what I mean, diving in.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends on the athlete. Right? I
man.
generally want to have a big dude that can just fall in.
Yeah.
You know, a guy like Claypool.
Do you think you can get away with anything when we're not watching?
Whoever that dude was from Dallas the other night, not that type of dude. Because he for some reason, he thought his body was what mattered when it came to scoring a touchdown, because his entire body was spun into the zone, but that ball sat right at the 1 yard line, man. I'm like, man, that was a brilliant tackle, man. Oh my God, that was brilliant. Then they followed it up with a fumble from the fullback. It's like, yes, how do you can't script it better than that on an opening drive.
You know, that was Deshaun Elliott, the safety color, and I always thought, man, when we picked him up,
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, when we picked him up during the off season, I thought that was a great signing right there, man. Real good signing.
Oh yeah. By the way, you asked about Detroit and the record. They're on top with 11-4. The next team is 7-8, and 7-8, and 6-9.
So, I got a question for the panel. It's not Dolphins related, but it is gonna probably hurt. It's gonna hurt some people in the chat. So, knowing the fact that Georgia beat the shit out of Florida State, does Florida State still deserve to be in the college football playoff?
No.
Whoever said they did.
Yeah.
I didn't say they did, but I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of those players are opted out to go to the NFL. That's why they were actually missing a lot of players.
So you're saying
the Hurricanes were missing players opted out, and we were playing with the first-team quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ali, how'd you guys end up faring last night?
You're bringing.
You had a lot of players.
I'm a Hurricane fan, and I have to say, we were playing with our third-string quarterback.
Yeah,
we weren't playing with our second string.
We played with a freshman quarterback unexpectedly. That's what happened to us.
Well, our second string quarterback had his arm broken.
Yeah,
he couldn't play at all, and a lot of players opted out. Some of our offensive linemen opted out to go to the NFL.
No worries, Ali. I don't have any ties to Mizzou, bro. I couldn't stand having to drive.
I didn't lose 63-3 though.
Bro, I couldn't stand having to drive out to Columbia to fix computers out there, bro. I hated going out to Columbia, man. I don't have no ties to that school.
I would have liked to have seen a closer game. You know, that would have been nice.
But I found out. There's something I'll tell you about later, Ali. I might be. I might finally. Never mind. I can't say it. Not publicly. It has to do with Ohio State and how I feel about the university itself. Aside from its football team buying referees off to beat the Hurricanes.
Don't hate because you can't prove anything. No proof. No. It's not like the Michigan where you actually have evidence.
In the current company, I think I could put it in private test. So here you go.
Yeah. That's all good. All right. Well, I don't know. Ohio State was missing their top player. You know, he opted out.
There you go, Ali.
Marvin Harrison.
Not gonna lie. That's important to me. I heard that today from somebody, and I was quite surprised. I was like, wow, some of them are fighting back. You know what I mean? And they're one of them. You know? They give me hope for our future as a country. I'll just put it that way.
But yeah, we had a lot of players missing due to transfer portal or draft and stuff. So I understand that. I get it. It happens. I was just curious where you guys stood on FSU. So
well, you never know. I mean, what the score would be if they were in there playing. I mean, it could have been totally different.
Ali, University of Chicago as well, from what I heard.
Now, Georgia didn't. Their players stayed. They didn't opt out at all. Okay, I want you to know that when they were playing. I don't know who they do. I forgot who Florida State played, but I mean, when Georgia was playing, they said that all their players stayed and they were playing, all the seniors. Okay,
That's what I don't get. Like, people want to say, well, we lost our players to the draft or whatever. Well, how come the other team has seniors and they're all staying? It doesn't make sense.
well, evidently they said that they wanted to finish with the team, then leave afterwards.
Yeah.
That was their thing, and a lot of, I mean, a lot of, most teams, schools have players that leave.
Yeah. Listen, this year for my college football playoff final, I think it's going to be Texas versus Alabama. That was one of the best games I watched last season, and this would be a really good matchup in my opinion. So that's who I think is going to win it.
Texas Longhorns.
Yeah, Texas versus Alabama.
Welcome on.
Go Horns.
Hey, actually, speaking of which, does anybody know anything about this quarterback from Kansas State, Will Howard? Does anybody know anything about him? Is he good?
No, I don't know.
Not as good as his predecessor.
Oh, I don't know, bro. Because the guy they're saying that's the guy.
Kansas State or University of Kansas?
Supposedly, he's transferring to Ohio State. So that's why I want to know if he's good or
From
not.
where? Kansas State or Kansas?
Kansas State.
Oh, well, you might be getting another Skylar Thompson there.
The guy's big. I mean, let me pull up his stuff. There you go. So
Hey,
Will
I'm gonna
Howard,
run. I'm gonna
supposedly he's going to go to Ohio State. That's what I'm hearing. His stats. Let's pull up his stats. This past season, he threw for 2,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, had a rating of 140. His overall rating against top 25 teams is 150.3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious what you guys thought of him, if anything.
I wouldn't know. I heard the Hurricanes are going to get a lot of 5-star drafted, 5-star people that are coming in.
Yep. Hurricanes are on the
Upswing. I hope. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be now. I mean, I don't know. Did they draft a quarterback? I mean, did they get a quarterback or what? Or is it all defense mostly?
See if I can find out.
Hey, do you ever get Locked On Canes?
No.
It's on YouTube.
That's Dono's show, bro. Yeah. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while just because. They gotta start winning, man. I mean, I just, there's so little time in a week anymore.
Yeah.
You ain't winning, bro. I'm just sorry. You know what I mean? I'll talk my noise. I'm a Canes fan, and I'll keep talking my noise, but I mean, like, I can only listen to so much. Oh, we're gonna get this guy, and we're gonna get that guy, and it's gonna be okay, and everything's gonna be back, and it's like,
it's not going to be 100%. It's going to take a couple of years or so. I mean, to get to where they used to be.
It's understandable. I'm just in that mode where it's like I don't have any expectations, so it's hard to kind of consume that content right now. You know?
Yeah. Right.
But I love Dono, and if you love watching the Canes, like, I mean, you need your Canes content, definitely go to Locked On Canes with Alex Dono. He's a 305 native, so you're going to get the real deal with him. And he's a huge Canes fan.
Yeah.
He is such a big Canes fan. He actually had a number 12 jersey behind him in his background as a Dolphins fan. I don't need to tell you who that number 12 is from within a Hurricanes jersey.
Yeah.
That's bold.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now I think he just uses like a green screen background, but yeah, he loved him some Jim Kelly, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Jim Kelly was.
Yeah, I loved me some Jim Kelly too. Until the moment he crossed the Florida Georgia line.
Yeah.
Right back.
Oh.
Any other team, you know what I mean? Any other team, John.
Yes. Oh,
I'd just own my own kid if they played for Buffalo. Yeah, that's right. And I don't have no kids, so I can say that morally.
Yeah. Well, I've did watch. I think it used to be there probably still is a flow zone or whatever. I forgot his name. I guess his name is Flo. Anyway, he has this show like this, and anyway, he'll talk Dolphins and he'll has the inside scoop on what's happening. And there's other people that used to play for the Dolphins and are alumni, and they'll have their shows. And I took some of them off because, like I said, I'd be sitting on my butt all day.
Right. So Ali, I noticed you wear a home white jersey to the game a lot of the time. Like, is there something like some Scotch Guard or something you can spray on these things, bro? Because I ain't never worn a white jersey, man, to the game. I only got an aqua one, so I don't know,
I think Ali left for a second.
What about you guys? Should I just throw some DuPont on it or what?
I don't know color. I actually don't even have a jersey.
What I mean is, if I spray it with some Scotch Guard or some Teflon or something, is it going to hurt my skin?
The only jersey I have is a hockey jersey, a Florida Panther jersey, and I've worn it. It's a white jersey, and I've worn it to a game once, but it's never hurt it. I never got it dirty.
So what do you guys think? Do you think Jamie Reichardt's onto something here? He keeps letting us know. And I heard this earlier, too, that the Ravens are going to be honoring Ray Rice tomorrow. Is that actually true? I mean, do we have confirmation that's what they're going to do?
I must get the crowd up or something. They need to get the crowd up. They may be scared. If they have to do that, they may be scared.
Wow.
I would.
Raphael's saying yes. So Jamie says the league has to be against Baltimore tomorrow. They're honoring Ray Rice at the game. I mean, not gonna lie, it ain't a good look.
Hey, caller, if something happens to your white jersey at the game, it's game. It's game action stuff.
Yeah.
Say this happened at the game, man.
Yeah, I guess you're right there.
Here, and every time you go take it again, something else.
It's broken in then.
From this other man.
Especially if I can get Devon to sign it, then it'll be like
then it'd be worth something.
Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Hey, caller, you run the breakdowns all the time. There's one breakdown on where if the Bills lose both these games and Tennessee wins out, let's see if Yeah, Tennessee wins out, they would get the 7th seed, and they would play us back to back.
Wow, Tennessee still has a shot.
Oh, Tennessee?
No, they don't have a shot. But if they
mathematically, guys,
if they win those games, it has nothing.
Right.
They still don't make it in. But
Who are they playing?
They're playing Jacksonville Jaguars and the Texans, the Houston Texans. So if they beat the Houston Texans and they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, then the Buffalo would actually get the 7th seed, even if they lose both the next 2 games. And then,
all right, Colin, sorry about that. I understand you asked me a question.
Yeah, I was wondering about Teflon for my white jersey. Does it harm the human skin?
I don't have
Or Scotch Guard. He's trying to keep his white jersey from getting hurt when he goes to the game, and he throws his hands up and hits somebody's stuff, and it falls down on him. We see that stuff happens at the game.
Oh,
yeah, dude, that's because
staying for good.
See, Color just needs to watch out that he doesn't sit by Tyreek's wife, because then you're getting the nacho cheese on you. So you gotta be careful with that.
Exactly.
I don't know anything about Teflon. I can't really speak to it. So,
so Joe, actually, there's more than just that scenario. I'm actually looking at a couple. By tomorrow, even Buffalo could be out by the end of tomorrow.
Yeah, they
could.
If we win, they might be out, right?
So, if we got, hold on, I got Dolphins beating the Ravens, which doesn't really affect the Bills anyway, other than for the division. I got Patriots beating Bills, Steelers beating Seahawks, Bengals beating Chiefs, Raiders beating Colts, Jags beating Carolina, and then at that point, Broncos and Chargers don't matter, and Texans and Titans don't matter either. That leaves at the end of action tomorrow, Pittsburgh in the 7th seed, Houston in the 6th, and Cleveland in the 5th.
Timeout. Can we be more realistic? The Bills are not losing to the fucking Patriots. Oh my goodness. It's like Ohio State hoping Michigan loses to Purdue.
I don't know. Hey,
like
the Patriots
Miami Dolphins fans hoping the Patriots lose to the Dolphins.
I'm gonna untime out real quick, Greg. Who already beat the Bills?
The Patriots, but it was in their house. Now they're going to cold-ass Buffalo.
It doesn't matter whose house it was.
It was in New England.
Obviously, Greg, we're talking about hypothetical, which started with the framework that the Bills would lose their 2 games.
Listen, I hope the Bills lose to the Patriots. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, fine.
No, we're doing
adding that to the conversation.
I'm positive it might.
These are far-fetched things. As we look at crazy things that might happen.
If the Bills lose to the Patriots, I'll slap myself.
See, the in-house thing does not mean anything to me. This is the season that we saw the Raiders beat Kansas City at Kansas City.
It doesn't mean anything to New England because they're outside anyway, and they're in New England.
Yeah,
it's up there.
We don't have to try to figure out a way we can possibly make it. We're just playing around with Buffalo, toying with you and stuff.
Yeah, fuck the Bills. They're gonna lose to the Patriots tomorrow.
That's basically where we're at. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bill Belichick, the hooded rat's gonna go get the master flopper and flop him down one more time.
Flopper. Oh man. Bro, imagine that. Imagine, and I'm not putting shade on this former coach of ours, but I'm just hand in hand together, right? Could a team, I'm sorry. Imagine Bill Belichick going out the same way like Flores, both winning their last game as the head coach for their respective team. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Could Belichick go out?
Okay, Greg, just for you. Here you go, Greg, just for you. I did it just for you. And again, it shows that, look, it is incumbent upon the Bills winning both their games. So I have the Bills winning against the Patriots, as you suggest. Going into week 18, I have the Raiders beating the Broncos, Steelers beating the Ravens. Let's see if that even matters real quick. Yes, it does. Steelers beating the Ravens, Dolphins beating the Bills, Patriots beating the Jets, which doesn't matter, Bengals beating the Browns, Colts beating the Texans, Titans beating the Jags, Chiefs beating the Chargers, right? If I change the Browns to beating the Bengals, Buffalo gets the 7th seed. Okay, if I go back to the Bengals beating the Browns and I have the Ravens beating the Steelers, Buffalo gets the 7th seed. If I go back to the Steelers winning that game and you have, let's say, the other two games, Jacksonville, none of the other ones matter but those two games. So the Bengals and the Steelers would have to win as well as the Dolphins beating the Bills in order for the Bills to be out of the playoffs having won tomorrow.
Bengals, Steelers, and Dolphins.
So if the Bills get their win tomorrow and we get ours, the Steelers and the Bengals have to win for the Bills to be knocked out of the playoffs, and we also have to beat the Bills.
So here's some what's trending on Twitter real quick, Color. And this is kind of important to what we're talking about, not about the
Quickly,
Bills.
Ali, before you get on that.
Yeah.
I know it sounds tough to hear, but it's actually an easier path for Buffalo to get into the playoffs by winning the division. Given who we have to play going forward. But as long as we take care of business, let them hope that the Bengals and Steelers lose next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So we talked about the Lions and Dallas game and how they're trying to say that the left tackle didn't check in or as an eligible receiver. Well, there's video going all over Twitter right now of him checking in with the referee before the play, showing that he reported. You know what I mean?
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and even Dov Kleinman, who I actually trust his shit more than a lot of other places. He even is showing video of him go report into the referee, and they show an overhead camera view of both of them running to the referee to report in before the play.
This is not a challengeable play, is it?
That's what I think. The NFL needs to change this crap, because how many calls of flags that should not have been thrown or should have been thrown are the referees missing so bad it's not even funny. And then they wonder why we say it's rigged. You know what I mean?
And how can
Going
they do
into
the
next
reviews
year,
and not look at that stuff?
What
I
would
don't
be a
understand
good
how they
idea is you get 2 challenges. Okay, you get 2 challenges. One challenge, you can challenge a play. If it's a catch, not a catch, a touchdown, not a touchdown, all that. You know what I mean, kind of. The second touchdown or second challenge you get is the challenge at penalty. Roughing the passer, bullshit, whatever the Lions had happened. Basically, 2 challenges, one for a penalty, one for a crucial play.
Hold on. I'm calling BS on all that. It was like 4 penalties on that play that they had a choice of choosing. It was a it was a legal formation. Number one, my man wasn't even covered, lined up. They pointed that out on the live broadcast. It was so many penalties on that last play. They just chose that one the pick because the second lineman didn't report. They went over it like 5 times.
Okay, first of all, Crypto, thank you for giving me that information. I was watching the game, but I didn't have the audio going at all because I didn't want.
They went over incessantly,
really what was
line by line, and they pointed out the other 3 penalties, the infractions that was on that play.
Okay, all right. Well, if that was the case, then
that play was dead on arrival to begin with.
I'm just reading what's going on Twitter. Everybody is pointing it out that he actually did check in. So
I don't believe in the Twitter mob. They full of a bunch of Dallas haters anyways.
They're showing videos.
There's probably a bunch of Philadelphia fans flooding the Twitter streams and doing all that propaganda. That's nonsense.
All right, well, I'm just showing that they have video of it, and that's what's trending on Twitter.
And those videos are doctored.
that game don't mean nothing to us anyway, Crypto. So I don't really not worried about it too much. Anyway, Crypto, while you're here, how's it going, man?
I know Twitter was good. They were gonna do that nonsense on Twitter.
Oh,
they
you
got a
know
bad
that.
habit of going to that.
But yeah, we didn't have the benefit of the audio. We were just kind of flippantly watching the game at the end there. But the fact that
I'm just saying, but there was so many other penalties on that play that they didn't even choose. They could have chose between all of them,
and they still could have tied the game anyway. They could have just kicked the field goal and tied the game.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah,
Dan Campbell was expecting a referee to freaking bail him out on his incompetent freaking call there.
Am I detecting a little Campbell-mosity here?
So, question for you guys: Ray Rice was the one that hit his girlfriend.
No, I'm just saying he just does stuff, man. That's ridiculous sometimes.
Anyway,
Ray Rice
ahead.
was the running back that hit his girlfriend in the elevator, right?
Right.
So,
I don't
according to Pro Football Talk, Ravens are going to honor Ray Rice at the game.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of here!
probably just hand him a ball at halftime, and that'll be end of it.
Oh, I thought they're going to maybe walk him into an elevator. That would have been better.
They'll do what they did with Jimmy Johnson, put him in the Wall of Fame or something, and then they'll hand him a ball, and that'll be it.
The Wall of Fame. Put him into the Wall of Shame.
I mean, it's more so what he did with them on the field more than off the field.
Hey, if you want to show you're a physical team, you want to honor something like that at halftime when us cutesy pies are coming in, they're going to beat us up, right? That's the narrative. So, yeah.
They could have did it. They should have did
I
Steve
think
Smith.
they're wearing their black on purple tomorrow. Black jerseys on purple pants.
They should have
We're
did
wearing
Steve
teal,
Smith. I actually like Steve Smith better. They should have did Steve Smith.
Steve Smith, definitely.
I agree with
They did Saragusa last year. Last year was Saragusa, but this time was
He's not the best in the. Arguably, he's one of the top ever to play, but he's not the best. But he is my favorite wide receiver to ever play the game, bro. I love that dude, man.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect guy to honor. He's tough. He's tough as nails.
And I really appreciate the voice he's given to people that, with depression, because I never got that voice when I needed it, and it's just good to see people like him that come out and say, "Hey, I've got the problem I never knew," because nobody was really focused on it in our society, and and stigmatized and all that kind of stuff. But so I think he's a great individual, to be honest with you.
Oh my God,
wife
there's
is beautiful.
There's a meme going on right now that said, "Did the Pistons win? Yes. What did it cost? The Lions." Sorry, I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's good. Good Dolphin logo.
All right, it's getting close to midnight, so I'm an old person, so I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, you're right. The Pistons broke a 29-game losing streak or something.
Bro, my Celtics should have lost to them.
Wait, who did they lose? I know my Jazz won tonight. I know those Heat fans have disappeared.
You say you're out of here, Joe?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm an old guy, so I'm
Jason Tatum is being traded next week.
fins up, y'all.
I hope not.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, Joe. Have a good one, Joe. You heard me, Greg. He's being traded next week.
Who is?
Jason Tatum to the Jazz.
If Jason Tatum goes anywhere, he's going to become a Laker before he becomes anything else, bro. I don't see him leaving the Celtics, to be honest.
I know. Yeah, he's a permanent Celtic. They'll be crazy to let him go, huh?
Only reason I say he has a higher chance of becoming a Laker is because he has a fandom for Kobe Bryant. That's the only reason why I say that.
Listen, I know where he lives.
Kobe.
He ain't going nowhere.
Oh, please don't tell me you live in one of those in the inner Boston Harbor.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
Oh. I wouldn't be surprised. Most of them do live in the downtown area, or in Rhode Island somewhere, or Martha's Vineyard. Hell, if I was rich and famous and I lived up there, I probably would have a home in Martha's Vineyard to stay away from the people.
That's where Biden is right now.
Stay away from a bunch of people, you know. At least you get out. It's like a mini vacation every time about being out there, you know. Take the ferry over and you chill out for about a week, come back.
Yeah.
Greg, you was in Pawtucket, right? Or Providence?
Rhode Island, but I'm not saying the city.
Yeah, past Providence. They all like real close, to like 30 minutes.
That background jam, Ali, sounds a lot like Tomorrow, man.
The name of that song, the background music that I have playing right now, it's called Miami Beach.
I'm saying the sticker sounds like Tomorrow.
Called Miami Heat? You mean like the movie Miami Heat?
No, the name of the song was called Miami Beach.
Miami Beach.
Yeah, that was the name of the song. So. Make sure
Mara
everybody hits
does
the two people watching. We're just
she
hanging
does a
out.
song called Freedom that Jason Whitlock uses for his intro music on Fearless.
Gosh,
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. After we beat the Ravens, yes, I'm going to go ahead and say after we beat the Ravens, I'm going to freaking be going off nuts on every single mainstream media person.
I'm calling them all out.
I am too. Any live show I can get on, I'm going to be going off the rails, bro.
I wonder what... I'm going to call up Stephen A's show.
I don't know. I'm going to say straight up. Stephen A. Stephen A. I'm okay with him. Like, he's on my shit list.
Stephen A.
Cowherd, dude. John Cowherd is on my shit list so high, it's not even funny, bro.
I know Stephen D, but I'm not sure about Stephen A. Who's Stephen A?
Man, I'm
Stephen A. Smith.
I'm doing it early morning drive up there so I could be in my little spot. I got my parking ride up for the game tomorrow.
Yeah, you need to go off on Carl and Cowherd.
I'm gonna light his shit up, dude. He actually commented about the Miami Dolphin fan, called him out on Twitter. I was like a big part of that, bro. I freaking called him out so bad, called them cow turds and all this stuff. It's not even funny, bro. Go look at my Twitter. I was like that. Oh my god, man.
Did he read it on TV?
See, I beat him at his own little game. I didn't ask for validation from him. I simply asked. And I'm still waiting for his Detroit Lions take. I just want to know what the man's credibility's like.
Color.
How about them Browns, Cowherd?
Color, I think this guy stole moves from you. Hold up,
I'm sure he'll be on the Browns bandwagon in about 2
You mean I was doing moves that night? I just was...
No. Hold on. I gotta share this, bro. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's not this color, but this guy, I think, stole moves from you.
Oh.
Dance game. Keep watching, though.
My moonwalk was way better than that, bro.
Hold on. Right here, color. Right here.
Oh yeah,
This
he definitely did that for me. That's definitely that's the twist.
Oh yeah.
No, they
Will Holt.
in the stadium. They actually came up on the jumbotron. You know how to do the everybody dance thing, and then they focus on people dancing. Well,
Is that right?
last week was classic dance. So I got up and started doing the twist, man, and they didn't freaking put the camera on me. And I guess they don't know what classic dance is. I don't know.
Damn. Let's see. So, where do you guys think Russell Wilson's gonna end up?
Patriots or Steelers?
Dallas.
I'm gonna go with Commanders, bro. I think he goes and plays for DC.
Nah, I think they're all over that Caleb Williams fella.
I think Dak Prescott is done in Dallas. I think the placeholder is going to be Russell Wilson.
No, dude, I think Dak Prescott is actually gonna get extended because they're talking about giving him like an additional $30 million a year on top of his current contract. It's ridiculous. I think Russell Wilson goes.
God, he would fit right in New England, though. Personality-wise.
I don't know if he would fit right in with New England if Belichick is there, though.
Nah, I think honestly,
I just mean the milk toast righteous image that he keeps for himself.
Isn't Belichick going to Denver?
No, I think he goes to the Chargers.
he's staying with the Patriots. They'll get Wilson. They'll with a 2 pick, they'll get a tackle or something, and I think they'll get a couple free agents.
You think he's going to go to the Chargers, huh?
So, breaking, the Seahawks are releasing pass rusher Frank Clark.
He's going back to the Chiefs.
Let's see. I kind of think we need to add some people to our team, though, just for the playoff run.
I still think Belichick's going to end up in Washington.
Caleb Williams.
Are we able to add people? I mean, you mean pick up people from other? I guess you can.
Agents, as free agents, yeah. Oh, man.
Tell you the truth, I could see Russ wearing an Argonaut uniform, too. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So Adam Schefter is reporting this, and I know, Crypto left, but I was going to say Crypto might go off about this. So Adam Schefter is reporting, and this is 2 minutes ago, based on what the Lions offensive lineman said, the referee called the wrong number as eligible and then called the penalty on Detroit. So the referee got the wrong number when he said that person was eligible and then called the penalty on them. So that's how they got away with it.
Yeah. What's his name would say it's a moot point anyway because there's too many penalties. Is that what he was saying? Was it Lewis that said it?
He's saying it's a moot point. I don't know. I have to go back and actually listen to the commentators to find out what the hell happened.
Yeah. I never had my TV on because my TV is. I have to get the cable guy out.
In a stunning move, in order to do what I said Tua could have done, bringing legitimacy to the league, following his old lady back to Seattle, where they had all their roots put down. And Russell Wilson becomes the star face of the league for the XFL as a Sea Dragon.
Nah, man, I think.
I mean, seriously, though. The guy could own that league. Right out the gate, he could own that league. Any legitimate quarterback in the NFL that don't feel like continuing to play the game of trying to continue to find starting jobs could easily own the XFL. if they want. They could be the face of that league. They could be making all the endorsements right out the gate, bring legitimacy to that league. And people thought it was throwing shade on Tua when back when I was suggesting it, because look, early on it didn't look like his stuff was going to pan out in the NFL. Let's be real. And I'm just like, hey, fuck all this money. You could get fuck you money in the XFL. You know what I mean? I mean, any quarterback that's starting caliber in the NFL, especially these older ones that are still trying to keep up, do this.
Actually, that's what they do. Is
you know what I mean? Just go to the XFL and own that league.
Yeah, that's what they actually do. Actually, we got Webb from the USFL.
See, John, I'm not talking about the Mike Glennons of the world or these other guys that went over to the XFL because they were starters here, but not the young ones that said forget it. I'm talking about these ones like Russell Wilson or even like an Aaron Rodgers, man. If he wanted to play past 40 and nobody will have him in the NFL, he could own the XFL, or better example, Baker Mayfield. Another great example. Baker Mayfield would Doug Flutie that league all up, man.
Oh yeah, Doug Flutie went out there.
Robert Griffin III put up a picture of one of the South Park characters trailing his nutsack around because he has big balls, and it says Dan Campbell on it.
Right? Yeah, Rafi, that's a good one. Carson Wentz, definitely another example. Could own the XFL. So I'm thinking about it. Think about if these guys were to just band together, say fuck the NFL. We're tired of playing the politics game with them. You could have the XFL with Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, Baker Mayfield, and Derek Carr right out the gate. That legitimizes your league.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that group of guys. But if it's just a Carson Wentz by himself, I disagree.
No. But that group of guys, if they were to get together, all four of them would legitimize that league and be the pioneers of that league, and they would end up cutting their teeth in much more money than they could have ever made in the NFL because of the fact that they would be they would be in the U.S. history books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having legitimized a legit competition in the NFL.
You know who else you could add to that list? Robert Griffin III says that he can still throw and run. You know what I mean?
Hey, more power to you. Hell, Brady could probably still even throw around the NFL.
You could even bring what's his name back? The guy who used to play for what was his name?
Who are you talking about, Ollie? Who was it?
The quarterback who played for the 49ers in the Super Bowl run.
Kaepernick?
Yeah, you could bring Kaepernick.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know why Kaepernick hasn't already gone that route, but whatever.
I don't think he needs to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But even some of the young up and comers that we can kind of see are going to be. Look, people still have their hopes, but there are a dozen quarterbacks that everybody still has hope for that we all kind of know. Outside shot that they're going to be great. Justin Fields, Jordan Love. Let's see. Guys like that, man. Hey, Kirk Cousins could have a second career in the XFL.
Yeah, that is actually true.
But even some of the younger guys, again, that are, it's like, yeah, you probably think you're going to do something, but you're really not, Hey, Kyler Murray, there's another one.
Yeah.
We already got 8 or 9 quarterbacks that could totally legitimize that league.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, they're dragging this down. It's not that they're not NFL caliber. It's just that, really, Then again, we already got a scarcity of quarterbacks, so the NFL would not be happy with that.
Well, they wouldn't be able to stop him, right? There's no way they would be able to stop it.
Not technically, but what happened with the AFL and the NFL? See, this is exactly what happened with the AFL and the NFL. And what ended up happening was, the NFL does kind of strong arm tactics to kind of keep what Lamar Hunt saw as a monopoly on the talent out of the draft. Like, I guess there was rules about, certain players or I don't remember what it had to do with, but he was able to successfully litigate in court that the NFL had a monopoly on the player draft and all that, which inherently kept the AFL down, because what is it about other leagues that turn us off? Talent, legitimacy, and that's where these other leagues have been failing. It's like, if you can just get a couple of these guys that are actual real NFL talent, you just need legitimization, and others will follow, and the talent will increase because of the competition and the pressure. And the AFL was getting there, but they could never get to that spot. So they ended up suing the NFL on antitrust violations and won. And that's why the compromise was the merger. And they both became the NFL with two separate conferences. I mean, that's kind of a overview of the whole story. I'm sure there's much more detail involved than that. And many more aspects of it, but that's kind of the general overview for the casual, which I am on the matter. I haven't done deep dives on that whole thing either, other than watch a documentary here and there.
That's more than what I know.
But it has to do with why the Kansas City Chiefs are kind of like the team of the AFC, because their owner's the one that, made it all happen for everybody.
Right.
I just put a risky bet in.
What's that, Greg?
I just put a risky bet in to win $999.
Risky? I thought you said risk-free,
No.
like the ones I'm using.
What is the bet?
Christian McCaffrey.
Go on.
Well, yeah. What did you bet it?
Cooking.
Yes, he is alive. Looks like you're going to win this bet. He is, in fact, alive. Yeah.
All those players to get a touchdown.
To get a touchdown?
Yeah, just got to get one singular touchdown. Every one of those men I just named.
And who are they playing tomorrow?
It's all the games, pretty much.
Oh, you mean what now? McCaffrey has to get one touchdown. That's it.
Yeah, they just got to get one touchdown. All those men.
Oh, all those.
Anytime.
We only heard Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, so it's Christian McCaffrey, Raheem the Dream Mostert, Trey McBride.
Oh, okay. More than just one player, you're saying. Okay, I thought you were talking about just one player.
Up, Ollie? There's two of you.
He's just one, isn't he? There's just three of us right now.
There's Greg. Greg's
I don't know what happened, but all right. So it's Raheem the Dream Mostert, Christian McCaffrey, Trey McBride, Mike Evans, Nico Collins, Justin Fields, Jonathan Taylor, George Pickens, Cook, and Adam Thielen, all to get touchdowns.
Your parlay is going to be probably broken, not to burst your bubble, but
it's only $1 for $999.
Justin Fields for a passing touchdown or
rushing.
See, that might be tough, but
that's
he's known for it. He's known for it. I get it.
It's only $1 he's saying, so he's not losing anything.
Risky.
It's $1, man.
That's not risky. That's what you're saying.
I put my free NFL bet from I forget which site I was using, but I put that on the Patriots to win outright on the money line.
I was gonna take the Patriots, but I stood away.
No, it's free money, I figure if the upset happens, then I'm doubly happy.
If I bet, I would just bet New England, just to bet New England. So
I think it's like $10 to win 58 or something.
just to bet against the other team.
Oh, trust me, I already got money on the Ravens.
Who you have?
See, Greg, that's how you do it. See, everybody's like,
oh, how dare you bet against your team?
What are you talking about?
Bro, I got kicked out of a space because I said I bet on the Cowboys.
Yeah, but, and again, I know this is controversial. So people are probably going to roast me for just supporting you. But I have a very, very sound logic, okay, on why it's okay, in fact, should be encouraged to bet against your team. First of all, they owe you a win already from watching commercials during the damn football game.
Yeah.
And then if you're talking about what, if I spend $400 net on going to a football game to see my team and they lose, I think it's fair for me to recover some of that loss.
Exactly.
Does it cost $400? How much is a ticket?
Well, it depends. I mean, a la carte, you know, you could be looking at, even for nosebleeds, you could be looking at $200-$300 depending on the game.
Oh, wow.
Then you got parking you got to pay for. Then you got $12 sodas.
Yeah, you realize the last time I went to a ball game was when I was in the Orange Bowl. So the prices were a little bit different, I guess. And
if you
it was a gift.
enjoyed yourself and had a good halftime meal, you're looking at a good $400 easy.
Wow. Man, I don't remember it being that.
And so I'm sorry. What I'm doing by what a person is doing by betting against their team is they are buying the win. Because if your team wins, you're out the $20 or whatever you put on them.
Dollar.
You know what I mean? Like, you paid for the win.
$1.
Well, whatever it is, Greg, I'm just throwing out a number. You know what I mean? Just, you know.
Everyone should bet $1. Stop this 500.
So I challenge anybody to tell me where my logic is unsound right there. It may be wrong to bet against your team, but the logic is not unsound.
If you want to make money, no, it's not wrong. I mean, if you think the other team is better.
And if you know your own, no, it's not even a matter of thinking the team's better. In a close game where you know you can win, but it's like, what if, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
you know where your heart is. You know where your heart is. You ain't got to prove to nobody else where your heart is.
I was at Vegas one time, and I went to the sports book, and you couldn't find a paper to see whether, to read who's injured and who's not on all the teams. They wouldn't tell you. But you almost needed the paper, and I couldn't find one anywhere. But yeah, you can bet $1. And, I did bet.
Yeah, do this. What if Mike McDaniel personally called you up, drew your name out of a hat, special fan phone call, right? Mike McDaniel calls you up and says, hey, guess what? We want to make sure that we face this particular team in the playoffs, so we're purposely losing. Would you bet against your team then?
Hell yeah, I'll put $100.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're going to get scolded here. I don't know how crypto feels about my logic on this one.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
I was talking about the logic of betting against your own team. And how it actually
betting
makes
against
logical
them.
sense.
Well,
yeah, That means they're going to have to pay you to lose.
Right. You're recovering some of your losses. Let's say if you went to the game and spent a bunch of money.
Right.
And if they win, you bought a win. You paid for a win. So what? I did my part to help to get the win. You know what I mean?
Right. Fundamentally, you can do that.
Oh, he's like, I don't know, bro. I'm having a hard time with this logic.
No, bro, I can't do it.
Well,
I understand your premise. You're looking at it as
easier to do in fantasy, though.
I get what you're
easier
doing.
to do in fantasy. Like, I'll run a stack against the Dolphins. If, like, look, last year we beat the Bills by 2 points in our stadium, right? Bro, we had 19 minutes time of possession.
I guess.
Why the hell wouldn't I have had a Buffalo stack in that game for fantasy? You know what I mean?
For me, I guess.
Right, they gave you 500 yards of offense.
I guess the only premise of why you would do that is to come out even. That's the only way I see why you would do that.
To come out even?
Yeah, because he's talking about recovering for your losses. I'm like, I just can't do that. Here's the other reason I won't do that myself. For me, I can never do it, Color, because I believe in karma, and you know what I mean. And that, like, it's like a bad juju kind of karma thing.
Professional sports, bro. They're paid to win.
I hear you.
Right. So if the Dolphins are going to go out there and lose, the Dolphins are paying you to lose.
Especially if they have the ability at any time in their own mind, without telling anybody, to point shade.
Here's the other thing, Color. The NFL is a profit-shared league, right? So it doesn't matter who's winning or losing or where the game is being played. Everybody's getting paid, right?
Right.
And to be honest, the whole fact that you bet against your team anyway, because we know the NFL, even though they say they don't, we know they make money off of it, right? And my thing is that it doesn't matter if they're winning or losing. Both teams are getting paid, so what's the point of even betting against them?
Because the 12th man ain't getting paid.
We never will get paid.
And if you want to act like
bet, bro, it's still not enough. That's
thank you
my
for that,
point.
Greg. By the way, that you and Michael K, you're two peas in a pod there, bro.
Who?
Greg.
Oh, Greg. I was like, what are you talking about?
We just took a little trip with Greg.
Oh, Greg, put yourself on mute.
We even got the final flush.
Yeah, dude. Did everything go down, bro?
Huh?
You gave us a courtesy. Like, damn.
Like we're at the club. We're a bunch of women in the bathroom with Greg right now, man.
Greg's doing the
okay. He's in the club, man.
Hey, speaking of which, talk about weird 2023 stuff that happened. CNN is reporting what happened in Florida, bro, and I'm thinking to myself, only in Florida something like this would happen. Girl goes on vacation, right? Comes back to her house. Guess what's stolen?
A vacation. Wait, say that again?
A woman goes on vacation, right? Meanwhile, her house is up for sale. She comes back home. Something is stolen. Guess what it is? It's not the car, not the house, nothing inside the house. Somebody stole the entire driveway.
Wow.
Why would you steal a driveway?
Yeah, have you ever heard of someone stealing a driveway?
How do you steal a whole driveway?
The whole driveway.
That would have taken a helicopter.
They're trying to say that it had something to do with like some scam by contractors. You know, oh, they're going to steal the driveways. That's going to force you to have to pay for a new one, so they're going to bound to be hired. Some type of scam of some kind. I don't know. I just think it's kind of stupid.
That would take a team of ancient Egyptians to demolish that driveway and clean it up that fast.
Bulldozer and all, bro. They did it while the person was out of town. I couldn't believe it. He had one of those ring cameras that actually showed them doing it.
How long were they out of town?
A weekend.
So it looks like we got some news. Is this confirmed? Mostert out for tomorrow?
Are you serious?
Looks like.
Are you serious?
Where did you see that?
Tori Askew is saying Tom Pelissero reported.
Let me get
And
into
Pete is saying breaking news: Mostert is out. The meltdown is happening right in front of our eyes. Now, Pete, I wouldn't necessarily hold water to, but
No,
dude.
that it is expected, but then again, you never know.
Oh, and by the way, Rafi, I would ask
was-
you what it was like in dinosaur times because we the same age, bro. Actually, for about 2 more months.
Hold on. I'm going to look up the injury report.
Yeah. Look up the injury report. I didn't know he was injured.
I'll be hitting the old 4.7 in about 2 months.
He did practice Friday, so it says questionable according to the injury report. The only person that's confirmed out is Jalen Waddle, and it says doubtful for Robert Hunt.
See now, Pete, this is what bothers me right here. Because if that ain't true, now what you're doing, Pete, now rises to the level of sowing. It rises to the level of a demoralization campaign of your own fan base, dude. Like, seriously. Because if that's not true and you're coming in saying it like that, bro, you're literally trying to demoralize us, bro. That's different than just not liking Tua or not believing in the team. You're straight trying to demoralize us, dude. And that's wrong. I'm just saying. Expect that. I would expect better out of a troll, to be honest
Pete,
with you.
Pete and demoralizing in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to lie,
Boy, that would
like that though is like a straight demoralization campaign.
But he didn't lie, though. Tom Pelissero reported it.
That he's out.
He just said
he didn't say he was out.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
Pete's just trying to get out ahead of it.
Yeah.
He didn't say he was out.
Yeah, there's no confirmation that he's out. It's that he's expected because he didn't really practice except for
He's
Friday.
not getting out in front of the news media anyway. Why would he do that? Like, it's just straight.
No, I'm just saying he want to be the first to say that if things go wrong tomorrow, he warned us about the meltdown. That's what he want to do.
Well,
he want to get out ahead of that.
I got a message for Pete. Let me switch my devices real quick, Ali. I got something for Pete on the Mostert thing. I'll be right back.
All right.
Pete slick.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried, bro. Like we have Devon A-Chain, right? Jeff Wilson can run. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about this at all.
Look, I was just listening to the Omar broadcast, YouTube thing, and they never said anything about Mostert.
Yeah,
that was just today. I was, I heard it. Reason never said anything about. Well, don't really listen to Reason too much. But I mean, every so often he's got good people on.
He probably ain't around anymore because he probably dipped out already because that's what bomb throwers do. But here you go, Pete. Mama Santa Claus was late. It was last second. It's Saturday, but it came today just in time. There you go, Pete. How about that? You ready for that? You think Baltimore's ready for that? Baltimore didn't have to face that last year. You think they're ready for that?
Yeah, we'll see.
That's right. And if we lose, and if we lose after me talking smack like that, so what? I'm going to talk it next week too.
There you go. That's what you should do.
How many have we seen of those, Ali? How many H-hands have you seen at the stadium so far? Am I out in front of that or what, man? Am I setting a trend finally in my life?
I've seen more Hills, Waddles, and Tuas. Devon A-Chain, I've seen a few, but not anything like the others.
How about any white ones? You seen any white ones yet?
Batman owed me an Eichenberg jersey.
I'd get on him. I'd get on him. Don't let him get away with that, John. I'd get on him.
Batman owes me an Eichenberg jersey.
I might buy one just for Batman.
Oh, you crypto? I thought John said it. You crypto?
No, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Batman
owes me an Eichenberg jersey.
You best hold his feet to the fire.
Eichenberg, I'm telling you. Batman, if you're listening, I want it framed. Actually, I want it framed.
So now that so Ali, when I put this this jersey in a frame, right? Do they have like professional folders for that shit? Because I suck at that shit. And even though it's still mostly folded, it's like still kind of out of sorts a little bit. I want to get it right. So do I take it to somebody to do that, like a memorabilia shop or something, where they put it in there for me and all that?
True. Oh, let me ask you a question. So Tom Pelissero, and this is exactly verbatim his tweet. Dolphins running back Raheem Mostert, who is tied for NFL lead with 21 touchdowns, is expected being the key word, to be inactive Sunday against the Ravens, sources tell me at Rap Sheet. And then it goes, Mostert barely practiced this week because of knee and ankle injuries. Big loss for Miami and fantasy teams everywhere. So the keyword here is expect.
I haven't even put my fantasy lineup, Ali, yet.
I understand, but the keyword here is expected. That does not mean officially out. There's a chance that he could still play.
You have to wait till like 11:30.
Don't forget that Tom Pelissero has been one of the most loyal allies nationally for getting the Dolphins getting their particular message out the way they want. You know, this could just be chess matches going on. This could be holding to the last second. Expected to be inactive. Come on, man.
You know what
I mean? Like, why is he doubtful or is he still questionable?
You know what? That's
questionable is 25%.
Because if he's listed as questionable, you would think that expected to be inactive would come with a doubtful designation.
Yeah, because on the injury report it says questionable, and it said he had limited practice on Friday.
I want to tell you that's exactly what Dudley Durong said. Because they may be playing checkers, chess.
Oh, that's because Dudley's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And he might actually have some, inside angle on that over me. So, hey, I'm glad he's parroting the same thing as me. Or vice versa. I'm sorry, Dudley. I didn't mean to say that. I'm parroting you.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I was parroting you. Let's be fair. I mean.
No, yeah.
All right, and already we got people already quoting the NFL Network, misquoting them, I should say. Misquote of the week by DolphinsTalk.com. You ready for this? Breaking NFL Network report states Raheem Mostert will not play versus the Ravens due to injuries. However, the tweet says expected. Not that he's not going to. It is expected that he's not going to. That's not a confirmation that he will not play. That's just it's highly unlikely.
That's right. That's
That's
I'm not going to
find out.
That's a negative statement.
I'm going to take that tweet down if he plays. You better hope he got it.
They're talking to Baltimore. They're saying, Baltimore, it's expected.
Yeah.
So you got
and even so, bro, I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even be worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
As long as A-Chan can catch the ball out of the flat, and as long as Jeff Wilson can get his 3 yards, that wasn't going to be how we were going to win anyway.
Shit, I forgot about that, bro. Vrabel was a coach for Ohio State for a hot minute.
You said Vrabel.
Vrabel, Mike Vrabel, the coach of Tennessee Titans. I forgot about
I
that.
can't believe they still have a chance to make the playoffs. That is unbelievable. Not that it'll happen. Not that it'll happen, but the fact that it's mathematically possible just continues to amaze me about the NFL and how people think every year, and how or even midway through the year when we all start getting this pecking order of teams we think are bad and good. And it's like Tennessee was one of those teams. I know what. I'll worry about them. And look, it's still a mathematical chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, but that does come with like
I get it.
6 teams got a tie.
I get it, bro. I get it.
They got to win out.
I get it. If we ever meet them again, we're not going to make the same mistake again.
But remember, I mean, we're in week 17, and to be able to still say mathematical is just amazing to me. The way it works out sometimes, you know.
Yeah, but they have to say that because teams can tie,
Right.
And then they can slide right on through.
Let's face it, you could have a stomach flu go through 4 different locker rooms for the next 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Has there been a game that's been tied?
Not that I wouldn't dare hope that. I'm just saying that you never know. Anything can happen.
This year, I'm talking about. Has there been a game that's been tied this year?
This year we had a tie. I think we had one. I don't know if we had one tie yet. Came close to it.
No, we don't. But I mean,
last year we had a tie.
Has there any team that has a tie?
No, I don't think so.
Not this year.
Not this year. Last year was 2 ties.
I freaking hate ties, man. They really need to fix overtime back the way it was. I don't care how long these games take. So what?
Yeah, what? 15 minutes, right? It was all.
I'm not talking about 3 overtimes like it used to be, but this 10-minute one chance crap, God, I'd rather just see a 20-yard scrimmage shootout.
So Barry Jackson reports that McDaniel said Friday, this was today technically, that out of all of the injured players, Mostert is the one that he was least concerned with. Running back coach Studsville indicated Thursday that Mostert would play this week. So this is a surprise. That's why I'm thinking that
it is a smoke screen.
You know what I mean? That would have heard.
Look, if it is real, maybe there's some last minute swelling that came up, and it's going to be a situation where how does he feel in the morning? You know what I mean?
No, maybe it's a game time situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's icing it up.
Day to day on Wednesday.
Was he putting the CBDs
in,
which are perfectly legal.
Maybe
they're allowed to use CBDs for inflammation or what?
Shit,
maybe he was day to day.
Or is that performance enhancing?
Maybe he was day to day.
By the way,
what about Brooks?
Is Brooks back from IR?
I think so.
That makes sense now.
What's that?
If Brooks is back from IR, then they have enough people to hold it down at running back.
If he's
back, don't you think our team is at the point now, this late in the season, after we've put down what we've? Don't you think we're at the point where we can come together for a player? I mean,
could be.
I mean, let's be real. We're not. Everybody just discounts us for all the normal football team stuff. We can rally around him and make it about him and smoke the Ravens for all we know.
Yeah. I mean, I know everyone's like freaking out.
They have to show up just as much as we have to show up. They can't just slouch through this win like people act like they're so much better a team that they can make a bunch of mistakes and still beat us. No.
Yeah.
I mean, Holland makes our defense better, doesn't he?
Holland, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Holland does.
He's coming back.
He does.
Yeah. I mean, and our defense was great before when he went out.
Wow, this is a nice little foldable keyboard called Sammers. I think I'm gonna get that. Foldable. You can carry it with me on the road.
All right, gentlemen. I'm thinking about closing it down unless you guys want to keep it going. It's up to you.
Yeah, I got to get up early tomorrow. I got a long day.
I have to drive to
Got to
Orlando.
get my drive tomorrow. Get going up. I'm going to the game, so I got to get up early.
All right, man. Well, good
I
luck
don't know if
to
I'm
you.
going to early, but I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, regardless, I know it's a bombshell. Mostert supposedly being out because I'm not going to say he's out, right, until it's official. But I'm not worried, bro. We got running backs. I didn't expect us to run like super heavy with one player, right, over them. I'm expecting A-Chain to pick up where he, left off. We got Brooks back in the house. We have Jeff Wilson. I'm not worried, right? We got players here, and I trust my coaching staff to make the appropriate decisions. All right, so good luck to everybody. Kids up. That's my final thoughts. Any final thoughts from you guys before I shut it down?
None for me. Win, 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 win.
Yeah, just win.
Yeah, I expect to see you guys.
I'll be in the crowd. You guys should be able to hear me in the stadium tomorrow. So turn up your volume on the TV.
Crypto eating the hot dogs, not throwing them. Just so you know.
Right.
without giving up too much, whereabouts you sitting?
I love David. I love you. All right.
I'll be in the mid section.
Okay.
I can't wait to see you. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. And with that, I have to say, fins up, everybody. We out.
All right.